Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Pokemon card live stream. It is Friday night, I believe. Is it Friday night? Let's see if it's Friday night. All right, it's Friday night, Saturday morning. That means it's the weekend. And we've got 3 alien Mews here with us. That's right, Mew came from space because we're trying to protect ourselves from the UFOs, and Mew might be able to protect us. What's up, Dojimas? He says, where are the free Zarids? I know, there should be free Zarids every single live stream. I would go broke so fast if I did that. What's up, Justin? Justin knows. He's got the alien face on. He's trying to blend in. Are you one of the lizard people? Mister, where's Nogala? Nogala popped in and graced us with his Poke presence for a stream or two, but I don't think he'll be showing up every live stream. He's got a channel of his own to be working on, right? So he's got some content to make himself. What's up, Seals? He says, can I have a Mew, mister? All right, you can have one. All you had to do was ask, actually. Mr. Peter's here. Milanist is here. Alex is here. How's it going, Alex? Let me jump over to live chat. There we go. We're on live chat. You know what I forgot to do, actually? I forgot to reset my phone before we went live. I hope the live stream doesn't crash. You need more monies for more Pokies. I know, Mr. Alex. You're going to have to get a higher paying job, because the higher your job pays, the more Pokies you can have. It's the perfect solution to all of your Poke problems. Mew in the next large? Oh, man. Oh, the large, right. I did not pick a new large out. I wasn't even thinking about it. Mew in the new large. Dojimus says, Mister, I got the second vaccine shot, and I got side effects. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Did you get ill? Did you get a headache? Bradsman says, new large? So you guys definitely like the large. Well, why don't you guys make some recommendations on what you'd like to see, and I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll think about it. Maybe another, I wouldn't mind doing another booster pack, actually. Your body's making antibodies. No vaccine for me. Hello, mister. Hello, friends. How's it going, Emily? How much are the Mews? Well, the Mews are just for me to show off some of my favorite cards. And, I came pretty close to selling one of them, but I decided not to. Joe Rogan says you don't need the vaccine. I heard about that. I heard Joe Rogan was in trouble because he didn't, completely support everyone in the world getting vaccinated without questioning the vaccine. What's up, Nerix? Thanks for the donation. I got 4 packs off you and only got 13 cards returned. Okay. I got 4 packs off you and only got 13 cards returned. What do you mean by that? Do you mean that when you open the 4 packs, you didn't get all of the bulk? Because that's pretty normal. What we do when we open packs is we remove the bulk in order to make shipping a lot more affordable. Mike Side says the conspiracy theorists say you don't need the vaccine. Shocker. He said young adults don't need it. And I think he's referring to the fact that the death rate for the vaccines the death rate for people who get ill with coronavirus is very low for young people. However, that's not the point. The reason that we want to vaccinate young people is so that actually it's the people who are they're at risk. We're trying to protect them by having the entire population vaccinated. So basically, Joe Rogan is saying it might not be in the interest of young people to get the vaccination because it's not FDA approved and there's been no long-term studies on it. However, the other side is saying we need to get everyone vaccinated in order to have herd immunity. So each side has their own interest or their own argument as for why you should do something. But mister, I want the government's microchips. I know, right? Then you'll glow in the dark, I hear. Trust me, the nanobots made me smarter. I've had the virus. I'm fine. What? Get away from him. He's infectious. How's it going, everyone? I bought some fake vaccination cards. That's right. I'm going to have to go, Connor, I'm going to have to go and get my vaccine passport so that I can travel around. Vax war. Yeah, we knew it was going to be bad. You know how you knew that the vaccine issue was going to become a big debate? Because we have older vaccinations that have been studied for a long period of time, and they say there's little to no side effects for them, and people still won't take those. So here's this brand new vaccine that was made in a year, and there really are no long-term studies on it. And of course, you're going to get quite a large portion of the population. They probably won't even admit it, but there's probably a much larger portion of the population than you realize that really would not like to be vaccinated. Probably about half. Probably a mostly conservative half, if I had to guess. I've been vaccinated. It's not my choice anymore. What? Well, you know, if you guys look at the news, they're having a lot of trouble with COVID right now in India. A lot of people are passing away from it. So, you know, even though we like to compare it to the flu, and it is, in a way, it is comparable because it is a virus. It is deadlier than the flu. And some people like to say, oh, it's just like the flu. Well, you already have the flu. So the coronavirus is on top of that. So you get both of them now. Okay, so it's not like you get one excluding the other. You get both. So it's, you know, it's wiping a lot of people out, and it's governments aren't necessarily just trying to come up with vaccinations just to do some kind of human experiment. But yeah, you know, humans are pretty skeptical, pretty doubtful, and I think the trust in the government, especially here in the United States, is pretty low. So people not wanting to be vaccinated by the corporations and the U.S. government, it makes plenty of sense. You got two for the price of one. I come here for the Pokies and stay for the Pollux. My girl gave a vaccine to some girl and she passed out on her. My girl was so scared. Yeah, people get really scared of needles too. I know there's probably going to be a portion of the population that will rationalize why they shouldn't get a vaccination just because it's inconvenient, just because they don't want to be stabbed. And then there's going to be some who have like a phobia of sharp needles. And they definitely will come up with any rationalization not to get the vaccine, right? So they'll believe any argument that they need to stay away from the needle. Did you know the majority of people who caught COVID was overweight and obese? Well, HA, I think what you mean is that the majority of people who had complications from COVID were out of shape, or they had maybe like a immunity disorder, or maybe they were older, and when you get older, your immune system is not as good. But still, I mean, there were probably some cases where younger people also passed away. I get my second dose tomorrow. My pee-pee will grow another 2 inches. Man, that's all they had to do was advertise it like that. Keeps you younger, healthier, smarter, faster. Everyone would run and get it. Just tell people it makes your pee-pee 2 inches longer and all the men will line up. Evan says, hello, I ordered card graders yesterday, but have not received an email saying it was shipped. Any status update? Yes, so it has shipped, and probably what happened was you did not get an email. Well, let me go look. I'm guessing it did ship because I vaguely remember taking care of the card savers. My guess is when I shipped to you, I did not click the send email button. Give me a moment. Well, let me go check. Maybe I haven't shipped it. I'll go check the history, okay? And how far are we in? We're 7 minutes in. At about 10 minutes, we'll start opening cards. I always give people a chance to join in before we start opening all these cards. All right, give me a moment. It's loading. So we're checking our print history, and we're going to check. Oh, I see it right there, actually. So Evan, Dory, yeah, your card savers are on the way. When I ship, there's a button I have to click to send you guys the tracking number. It probably automatically unclicked. I don't know why. Maybe it's a glitch in the software. Typically, I always leave it turned on, but it must have been turned off for you. Or maybe the email didn't send. Who knows? Did you guys know that in order to send an email, there's this whole complicated software that has to pass across the internet through multiple servers to get you an email? Did you know that? That's pretty amazing, right? Mew, do you guys want to see the Mews up close? I love this Mew. This is Expedition Mew. That's Expedition Mew. Take a look at that. This is from the Expedition set, which is part of the e-reader series. The e-reader series in English includes Expedition, which is the first one, then Aquapolis, and then Sky Ridge. A lot of people don't know as much about the e-reader series because by the time this set came out, not as many people were collecting Pokemon cards anymore. Pokemon cards kind of boomed for a while, and then it kind of went quiet for a while, which, interestingly, I wonder if that'll happen today. You know, I wonder if in modern times, Pokemon cards, they've been booming since Logan Paul. I wonder if there'll be a quiet period again where the hobby's hibernating a little bit again as well, which is a good time, by the way, to scoop up as many cards as you can, and then when there's another boom, you will want to sell during that period. Regrade with CGC, I'm sending them all out. I'm sending all those Mews out to regrade. Actually, I do have a new CGC card. Let me grab it for you. Who's that? All right. Oh, I got this as well, this Pikachu 9. I thought the Pikachu 9 looked pretty nice. So, flip this around. I was not joking about collecting CGC. And you can see that my little CGC collection is growing slowly. All right, so we got Dreepy, Rillaboom, Steelix, the birds, and now Centiskorch. So that's pristine Centiskorch. They claim that there's a problem on the surface. Very interesting. I couldn't even tell you what it is. Some small thing, I guess. So they say there's an issue on the surface. But I mean, man, look at those clean corners. It's really clean. Really well centered. And I have to say, it's a better 10 than the PSA 10. That's all it comes down to. It is a better 10 than most PSA 10s. Let's take one of these Mews. Let's take one of the Mews. How about this one? Take a look at the centering on that corner. Look at that. The top versus the right. What? It's not even close. It's not even close. How'd that get a 10? So that is extremely off-center, and they still gave it 10. It boggles my mind. So that's what you get from PSA, is a 10 like that. And, I mean, to be fair, there's going to be Mews that are better quality than that one, like this one over here. So take a look at this one. No, even that one's kind of off-center. You see that? That one's kind of off-center. So you're going to get Mews that are closer to being a pristine 10, but PSA doesn't tell you that. So most of the time, the Mews on the market are going to be this Mew here, because when a real collector, somebody who really knows what he's doing, when he goes to sell, that's the first Mew he sells, okay? That's the first one. He's not going to sell these other two first. And that's a serious problem in the hobby. And that's why you need a company like CGC or BGS to come in and tell you what you're really buying. So CGC is telling me, hey, this is an actual 10, not the goofy PSA 10. It's a shame that they call themselves the authority, because it's almost ironic that they would do that. It's like if I called myself the President of the United States. It's like, okay, well, it's nice that you gave yourself that title, but it almost becomes a joke title the more people realize you're not the President of the United States, right? So let me put this away. It almost becomes a joke. PSA 10 is not a true 10. Well, sometimes it is, and that's the difficult part. Sometimes it is, because they don't distinguish between perfect 10, pristine 10, and gem mint 10. They just call everything gem mint 10. And it's a pity, because a lot of shoddy cards pass through that really ought to be like 9.5s or 9s. I mean, even their standard for gem mint is pretty loose, if you ask me, because you will get cards that are off-center, they have a white edge, and they got a white dot or like a white like almost dot. They'll have perforations on the edges, all kinds of stuff, and they'll still pass through as 10. And it's like, no, that's definitely a 9. They're just so lenient on the grading, even though the card is covered in manufacturer defects. And I suspect that they do this for multiple reasons. They've got hourly paid graders. They're probably not paid that well. I mean, they're such a large company receiving so many orders. They don't have to pay people well. They have a huge volume of cards to grade, and they can hire guys on for maybe like $15 an hour, or just be like, go at it. But those guys grade hundreds of cards in a day and probably make thousands of dollars of profit per person for PSA. You know what I mean? So you got hourly graders. They don't really care if your card's misgraded, because they're just going to go through hundreds of cards every single day for the rest of their lives until they quit. And you've got shoddy standards, you know, allowing off-centeredness and issues like wide edges, and they let so much pass. It's crazy. And then finally, maybe the worst problem, they're incentivized to do this. When PSA grades a card 10, they can then claim that your card needs to be upcharged, which is terrible. It just shouldn't exist. They should not be allowed to upcharge. That whole system is a faulty system. It just shouldn't happen. So that is a serious issue all by itself, the upcharge system, because it incentivizes companies to upcharge your card after marking it 10. And the number one issue for the company should be making sure that every manufacturer defect is detected and appropriately weighed, you know what I mean? Like, it has to be accounted for. And they're not doing that. They're just saying, this is a nice looking card. It's a 10. We're the authority. That's a terrible way to run a grading company, in my opinion. And it's why I've said strongly in the past, I won't be buying any more PSA cards. And when I do, you know, a very important part of the shopping is I have to see clearly if it's actually looking good, which even then, because of the nature of card grading, a flaw can slip through. Just because you're looking at like pictures on the internet doesn't mean you're going to catch every inflection point on the card. So yeah, I don't trust PSA 10s anymore. It's really sad. All right, so we're 14 minutes in. Let's start opening some Pokemons. Here we go. So we're going to load up the list and see if anyone wants to open up some cards. Please, mister, show me what a week 9 looks like. I'll show you what a week 69 looks like. Let's see. Ah, here we are. And in fact, there is a nice long list of people who want to open up some Pokies. Let's get some cards open. So, Mr. Jared Sigmund is next. How's it going, Jared? He says 2 Tifa packs and 5 live custom boosters. I have a bag. Okay, 2 Tifa packs. Hey, mister, what's in the large, says Evan. Evan, there is currently nothing in the large. And maybe there should be. Currently, there is nothing in the large. Okay, so 2 Tifa packs from a fresh box. We just opened it. Right? So we just got that open. My husband loves you more than me. Please give him some smooches. Smooch! And then maybe he'll pay attention to me. Smooch him. Are we about to Toga kiss? Please, mister, show me what a week 9 looks like. A week 9, I mean, I would say a week 9 is any card that has, let's say 3 flaws on it. 3 flaws and it should not be a 9. It should be an 8. PSA 10 Dark Dragonite from Team Rocket returns. Next large. Ooh. I don't know. I like it too much. Bro, is Suicune, Entei, and Raikou 1995 rare? No, they're incredibly common. You'll have to hand them over to me. We've got Gecko. Is it Gecko or Geku? So we got Geku. Pack number 1. And pack number 2. That's a rare. Adramelech, the Roth. Okay, no Tifa. Now, Tifa is by far the chase in the Soldier's Return set. But also, there's 2 Cloud cards, and there's 2 Sephiroth cards. So it is a very popular set to open. At least it should be. And it is actually quite a bit more expensive than the other sets, so I'm not the only one who feels that way. Okay, now you need 5 live custom boosters. Well, you're at the start, huh? Let's see what happens. Stack Attacka. Psychic Energy. What's this? 7 Matchless Fighters. And, oh, that was pretty rough, man. So basically, your timing here is very rough because you're in between hits. So that's 7 Matchless. I tell you what, we're at the beginning of the live stream. I'm going to make sure you get taken care of on that just because, you know, I rush to make those packs pretty fast. And I like to add something special for the first person. So let's grab, well, I tell you what, we'll open the first 7. And we'll see if you hit the secret rare. If you don't, why don't we open a few more for you, okay? But you know, it was your risk when you chose to open those. Let's see what happens. She says, please and thank you. Are we going to Toga kiss? Are we about to smooch them? I need to make some merchandise that says that, some shirts. Are we about to Toga kiss? You ready? All right, let's give him a nice pull. There's Beedrill. Cold. Here's Rune Rages. Cold. How many have we opened? This is 4. 5. All right, we got 1 Slow King so far. And 6. So that's cold as well. So that first round was, I believe, just 6 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, that was 7. So we're going to keep pulling for you, though. I heard a door open. That's right. Quip's kind of sneaking around. Let's go 2 at a time real fast. All right. Oh, there we go. Dracozolt, a little bit better. And Urshifu. All right, I tell you what, let's open 2 more for you. I'm feeling like you need 1 more pull, okay? Mom, Cheese said the S word. Cheese! We got Galarian Slowking. All right. There we go. And Blaziken V. Much better. There we go. That's a much better start to the live stream. Will Disney buy Pokemon? No, Japan would never sell Pokemon. Here, you got Bolton too, okay? Mister, would you buy Master Set Fossil from? What? Was that a sentence? I don't know if I understood. Okay, Jared. Mr. Jared. Let's find your bag, Jared. Jedediah, James, Jet, Javier, Jack. Does he say he needs a new bag? He says, I have a bag. All right, so we're looking for Jared's bag. Jeremy, Jason, James, Javier. Now, I don't think you're any further back than that. So I'm going to guess you're in the overflow or you're up top. Let's check up top first. How's everyone's Friday? My Friday's going well. We are getting closer and closer to moving, guys. I worked at Disney back while in college. What a crazy experience. That's right. Just look up an image of a CGC case versus BGS and you feel the difference. What? Yeah, they're very different cases. The thing is, I like BGS though. I just, I prefer the other case. So if all things were equal between them, I would end up going with CGC. Mr. Jared. Where am I going to find Jared's bag? Maybe over here. Raphael. Who's this? Jonathan Morris or something? Nathan Lewis. Cheese. Can't find your bag. So, Arcadia, how do you determine the declared value on Pokies? I just go, I think this is $2. I think this is $3. Jared, I'm not seeing your bag. Maybe I'll buy a cheap BGS graded case. How much do you think you will charge to grade a card? Oh, that's been updated. That has been updated. If you guys scroll down to the bottom of the description, you can see my new updated prices for grading, okay? All right, I'm gonna check in here one more time. Jedediah, James. If I don't see it, I'm just gonna create a new bag for you, okay? Just make things fast. Oh, you're right here. You had a very small bag. For some reason, Jared, I assumed you had a large bag. My brain was looking for a large bag, and that was a mistake. I shouldn't have been doing that because it actually made me pass over that. Problem solved. All right, next up we got Kara Nichols, who says 2 vivid voltage. 2 vivid. You're super depressed. Well, don't feel depressed because we're going to open up hyper rare Pikachu for you. Nah, don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. You'll just make it worse. So this will probably be 2 cold packs. That is the nature of opening up Pokemon cards. But, you know, it'd be nice if it's Pikachu. We have Clobopus. And, come on. Oh, okay, you got Galarian Darmanitan. That's not bad. 2 packs, 1 VMAX. That's a pretty good pull rate. If you could do that all the time, there would be, how many? There'd be 18 VMAXs in the box, which obviously a box only contains about 4 full arts tops, typically. Usually not more than that. All right, not bad. Mister, dumb question. What would you classify cheap under $300? Are we talking about girls? Waiting for Disneyland to slow down. F it, I'll just order it. You'll just order it. Mr. Luis Rodriguez is next. He says 5 Shining Fates. I have a bag. Luis Rodriguez. All right, do I have 5 Shining Fates laying around? I don't think I do. What do we have up here? Oh, cool, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, perfect. All right, you get the hot half of the ETB, the half of the ETB with the Charizard in it. So how's it going, everyone? What do you guys do? What did you guys do for your Friday? Are you still working? Who still works on Friday? Some people actually have to work on Friday. I'm working right now. Some people, you know, some industries, their busiest days are Friday. You slept in. You took the day off. We got Yan Mega Weezing. I played a bunch of Pokemon Snap. Oh, that's right. Pokemon Snap is out now, guys. Pokemon Snap is out. Man, I wish we had another personality on this channel. I'd have them send me some Pokemon Snap footage and we'd post it to the channel for fun. That's why we need somebody else. Because I can only do so much work. I only have so much ability to produce content in one day. Here's Delmise and Reshiram. Mister, I got permission to buy a custom booster pack. Nice. You watched a political podcast. Oh, very cool. Did you feel outraged by the end? How's the new Pokemon Snap? Some of my best memories as a kid were playing that game. You know, I never played it, and for me, it was because it's just taking pictures. It just never classified as a game to me. Your CGC tier prices, what would be cheap versus pricey cards. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I can help you determine that because basically it fluctuates. Let's say you pull a Charizard, but that Charizard is terrible. He will definitely grade an 8. Well, he might qualify as a cheap card. On the other hand, let's say you pull, I don't know, like an Umbreon, and he's going to grade perfect. Well, he might be an expensive card. So most cards will actually be cheap, and some will be considered expensive. And when they're expensive, I'll tell you. The thing is, when I submit, I always try to submit on the lower tier to save you money. And when it actually qualifies for the more expensive tier and they upcharge, I will have to tell you so that when the card returns, you will have to pay me that upcharge, sadly. PSA actually just returned some Charizards that they were going to upcharge. And CGC, actually, I got a CGC email today. They finished grading something. I don't know what it was, but they upcharged me on like 3 cards. So upcharges are a thing, and I don't know whose cards got upcharged, but I'm going to have to figure that out. It was like 3 of them. Do you offer Tier 2 without subgrades, says New Gen? Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Let me look at my current prices. The problem is, yeah, let me think about it for a minute. So if you have a card that qualifies for Tier 2, I'm going to recommend getting the subgrades anyways, right? So because it's such a valuable card. And if I offered, I don't want to have 4 different like groups of cards to submit. You know how complicated that is? 4 different groups. Tier 1 with no subgrade, Tier 2 with subgrade, Tier 2 with no subgrade, Tier 2 with subgrade. That's 4 separate submissions. That's also 4 rounds of return shipping. You know how expensive that is? It adds up, guys. It gets really expensive really fast. And so I could offer Tier 2 with no subgrades, but I already know from experience when I offer that, 1 or 2 people, oddballs, will use it, and then it would just be like 2 cards being sent off, and it is a massive shipping cost to have that return shipped, because part of the calculation, I should say, of how much should I charge people to have me send cards off for you. Part of the cost, most of the cost, is just all the shipping I have to do. I ship it to them, they ship it back to me, then I ship it to you. It's like 3 rounds of shipping. It's really expensive. And shipping gets cheaper in volume. Okay, so if I send off 100 cards to CGC, the return shipping's not that bad. If I send off 10 cards to CGC, the return shipping is crazy bad. It's really expensive per card. So yeah, it's just, I could offer Tier 2 with no subgrades, and it would save you maybe $10. It would save you $10, yes. It's just really hard to do that because of all the costs. It's hard to do that because of the shipping cost primarily. And all of the freaking, I hate actually, surprisingly, I hate working on CGC submissions. Their website is slower than PSA's website. And then having to split everything into 4 orders, it's just, it makes your head hurt. You have to track all that too. You have to create all these lists to track it all. It's a crazy amount of work. When I do a submission, it takes me about 6 to 8 hours to finish that submission. It's not a small amount of work. So I probably could offer it. Let's see, we were opening these for Mr. Luis Rodriguez. Let's get this into his bag. Mister, I missed you. I haven't been here for weeks. What's up, Antquick? Is that how I say your name? Antquick. We got Keith. Sometimes you got to take a little break, you know. We open a lot of Pokemon cards, and sometimes it's just the same Pokemon over and over, which I totally understand. So sometimes people need to take a little break. I'll always be here, though, so don't forget about me. If you're ever taking a break and you're ever wondering, man, what should I watch today? If you can't think of what to watch, pop on over for the late night Pokemon card stream, okay? Because we'll be here. We'll be here almost every single day of the year. Submissions suck and are super time consuming. Yeah, well, and then imagine doing it from my point of view. I create a master submission list and then a submission list for you guys too. It's really complicated. Looking to sell all 62 set, fossil set. It's a master set. It's all PSA 9. Anyone looking to it for me or give me store points, I really need the money. You really need the money to spend? Do you have an entire Evo booster box, says Jared. I don't have a sealed box, but I have quality loose packs, okay? And this is stuff I've been buying from the same guy, and we have pulled Charizard after Charizard out. He's a distributor. I trust him. And it's loose packs from, like, power collections, right? There are a lot of power collections out there. Well, you got to be careful when you buy loose packs because you run the risk of buying packs from somebody who searched the packs or weighed them or whatever. And that's the nice thing about this channel. That never happens. We pulled tons of Charizards, and these Evo packs were well sourced. And so yeah, you can basically open evolutions with a lot of confidence. Yeah, sometimes you wonder, like, there's so many people to buy from, I guess is my point. There's so many people out there want to sell Pokemon cards. And I think one of the things I'd say is you get what you paid for sometimes. I'm very, very skeptic of anything that appears too cheap, because sometimes that person is just trying to dump his bad cards out, just get you guys to get rid of them for him. And he isn't worried about turning a profit. He's just dumping them, you know what I mean? So I always am very concerned about that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to older stuff that has really expensive cards in it. It really becomes a game of who can you trust. And again, I'll just say, sometimes you get what you paid for. So Luis Rodriguez, we're all done with you. Mr. Diego is next. Diego says 2 Unbroken Bonds. What's up, Diego? Selling your set. I'm buying it, mister. I'm buying it right now. All right. Here we go. Mister, what do you do if people send the same exact cards and then when they come in, they're in the same box? How do you then tell the difference? What? I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, so Mr. Diego, let's get these open, mister. Welcome back, Mr. Diego. Announce your live notifications. Announce your live notifications didn't go out. What? What are you talking about? You would do 10K, or is it too much? Oh, I was just joking, mister. I'm not ready to buy $10,000 of anything right now. I'm moving. Mister, if they decide to upcharge, you'll let us know to pay. Yes, basically, I'll hold on to your PSA cards until you pay the upcharge cost. Now, the upcharge fees can sometimes be quite small, like $25, and they always send a confirmation email so you can actually see it. Well, I should be able to show it to you, yeah. Here we go. We've got Litton. And when people have the same cards to grade, I've always wondered how people know they're getting their card back and not someone else's. Oh, so I would look for distinctive characters on your card, maybe the centering. The other thing is the certification number. Take a look at the certification number. Here we are. Metal core barrier. So those are the things I'd keep an eye out for. All right, Mr. Diego. Mister, how many packs come in a matchless fighter box? There are 30 packs in a matchless fighter box. I only have 3 matchless fighter boxes left. That's why the price is on the high side right now, because I'm trying not to sell out of them before I move. Once I move, I'll be able to order as much matchless fighter as I want. If I ordered it right now, it's going to get shipped to my old address. We don't want that. So I have not been ordering anything. Next up, we've got Michael Daniels. Michael says 3 Darkness Ablaze and live shipping. I have a bag and a slab. Michael, Mr. Michael, if you guys weren't paying attention, last night he won the live stream giveaway, and he picked up a really nice slab. I don't remember the exact slab though, but it was a nice one. All right, let's see what we got. Sneep. How long is the line tonight? Says Trent. Well, Trent, it depends on how furiously I pump through these packs versus how much conversation I get myself into. It does slow down a little bit when I actually read the comments. I like to read the comments. It's fun. What do we have? We've got, oh, Scorch. Scorch full art. Oops, says Kyle Brager. Yeah, so there's been a lot, not a few people, but a lot of people requesting sport cards, and I'm totally open-minded to that. And there's been a lot of the Dragon Ball Z guys have been asking for Dragon Ball Super, and I'm totally open-minded to that as well. So those are things you guys will probably see start to crop up after we move. But, you know, once we move, there's a lot of stuff that's got to happen. We got to get settled in. I got to get the table running again. And there's going to be a lot of work to do. And then once we're moved in, I got to change all my personal information online to the new address. That's a lot of work. And I need to change my mailing address, and I need to, because we haven't officially bought it. We buy it on May 4th, by the way. We buy the house officially on May 4th. It is not ours currently. The other thing I need to do is order some new cards. I need to replenish cards I'm running low on. And then there's two things I'm looking into. Buying a ultrasonic welder, which is quite expensive, as well as a lot of ultrasonic welder slabs to grade with, and probably a sticker machine that can print labels. And then the other thing, maybe opening up a physical shop. So I don't know how much that costs. If it's rent, maybe it's not even that much. But if it's not rent, if I'm having to like buy the shop outright or something, yeah, I just don't know. So buying a physical shop will be the other thing I look into so that I can qualify as a brick and mortar card store. And that could change everything. You know, if I qualified as a brick and mortar card store, you would see my pricing change. And this will improve the price that you guys pay. And that, well, I suppose that'd be the primary thing. You guys would probably get better prices through me. So that would be the primary thing. All right, so all those are true. Also, I don't have a boat. We're moving to the lake. We want a boat, guys. Come on. So there's all kinds of, and taxes, by the way. I've not paid taxes yet. So all those have to be taken care of. And so when I'm talking about expanding to buy let's say, sport cards and Dragon Ball Z cards, I will definitely get into that, but not too deep at first because there's so much that has to be done. You're going to travel to visit Mr. Store. Sounds good, mister. So Michael Daniels has a bag. Let's find Michael Daniels. I believe he has a bag. I have a bag and a slab. All right. I'll work for you for $2 an hour. Well, you know, if we did open a physical store, we would have to hire somebody. We would have to hire somebody. And you guys would be surprised. Why am I going through the R box? I'm crazy. You guys would be surprised how affordable it is to live out in Lake of the Ozarks. You'd think probably that it's really expensive, right? It's not. It's actually very cheap as long as you're not living on the lake. So the lake houses are very expensive. But houses outside of the lake houses, you know, if you're just living regularly on land, it's quite affordable. Missouri's one of the cheapest places to live. Did you guys know that? Missouri's one of the cheapest places in the U.S. to live. And the interesting thing is, it's not like you can't just drive over to the lake. It's right there. You just drive over. So it's not a terrible place to live. You know, the number one reason people don't move out there, though, is because there's no jobs. So typically, the people who work out there are just in the service industry. And then there's just people who own like a vacation home so that they can ride their boats around on the lake. So there's not a lot of jobs out there. You got to be careful when hiring people for card shops. A lot of workers steal at card shops. Ooh, very interesting, Noah. Maybe I'll hire an old lady. Would she steal? I don't know if she would steal. That's a very good point, man. Well, I mean, maybe there would just be a lot of security cameras. All right. Mister, also, if upcharged, is the card automatically moved to a higher tier with subgrades? No, I don't think they add subgrades to it, but they will upcharge it. So I doubt that they apparently grade cards differently. And hold on, I'm putting Michael Daniels' label together. There we go. Stealing is my constitutional right. Biden says so. It was a mostly peaceful protest, Brad. Matthew says, hey, mister, how much were those Mews when you got them? That was my dream card when I was younger. Oh, Matthew, what a great question. Let's do a little research on it. Let's say Mew 10 Expedition. I have the Japanese version. Okay, so I don't have the even more expensive English version. And if we're sorting this out, it looks like there's only one for sale from Australia, and it's for nearly $2,000. It is $2,000. So it's currently the cheapest one in Byte now is 2K. And what I like to do, actually, I like to track what I initially paid for a card. Sometimes I write it on the back. So it says back on 8/11, I paid $5.50 for this one. That's back on 8/11. And how about these other ones? All right, so this one was also $5.50. Very interesting. I might have bought them at the same time. If I did, they were probably similarly priced because the sellers were competing with each other. And this one, look at that. It also says $5.50. So they all say $5.50, which means I probably acquired all of them at roughly the same point. Or maybe what I'm doing is I'm showing what it cost at that time period on the back of each card. So I might have acquired these at slightly different prices, but it appears back on 8/11, which would have been what would that have been, like September or October or something of last year, they only cost $5.50. So they've gone up a little bit. It's been less than 1 year, and they have maybe quadrupled in price, maybe, or tripled, something like that. It's not hard to imagine you could ask for about triple that price at this point. You know, a lot of the reason they went up in oh, that's right. Here's what Michael Daniels got last night. Did you guys see this? Michael Daniels got that in the giveaway. Oh, baby. So there you go, Michael. Let me go ship this out for him. He said, I'm going to need that. Ship that over right away. Let's get this shipped. All right. Look out, kitty. All right, you know what's sad tonight, guys? I have no Canada Dry. Oh, I got itchy eyeball too. I got no Canada Dry tonight. What the? Whew, that's a loud chair, man. So after Michael Daniels, we have Steven Tripp. Steven says, long time no see. 2 live custom boosters. How's it going, Mr. Steven Tripp? Oh, Naganadel. And Cleffa, I'm sorry, man. Those are 2 cold packs. He says he'll also take 5 matchless. All right, 5 matchless, just for you. 3, 4, 5. Do you plan on getting the new Japanese set that came out recently? Yes, you're talking about Silver Lance and Black something. And, what is the, I don't remember the name of the other one. I will be getting them after I move. I'm not terribly excited for them. It's like, I like the Chansey probably most of all. But then you got like Golden Electrode and Golden Bronzong. Okay. Like, okay. It's not a big deal. Am I excited for the Eevee set? I'm excited to see more about it. The cards that I've already seen from it, they seemed okay. Excuse me. Here's Zapdos. Ooh, Zapdos. When you move to your new home, make sure you get a Confederate battle flag. Bro, when you drive to Lake of the Ozarks, on the highway, there is this huge Confederate flag flying on the edge of the highway, like a really professional, expensive one. And my wife and I, when we drove in, we looked at each other like, what the fuck? We couldn't believe it, because there's nothing like that out here in the St. Charles region. Yeah, it was a huge Confederate flag right on the side of the highway, flown on this really expensive-looking flagpole and everything. Like we were moving to the Confederate States or something. It was so bizarre. And it's interesting because here in Missouri, the upper half of the state was for the north, and the lower half of the state was for the south. So our actual state kind of split between the 2 sides during the Civil War. So I guess we're going further south. I guess that probably changes, maybe it changes what side we were, you know, just historically what side of the land we're on. I saw someone driving around my town flying the battle flag. All right, Mr. Steven, let's get you a little bonus card, huh? This is a gift from Nogala. Here it is. You got Phalanx. Oh, mister. Now, Steven says, I have a bag. Let's go find Steven's bag. I thought it was pretty wild. I was like, what the? It was so bizarre. Like we were entering another country or something. Here it is, Steven Tripp. And maybe that's how they feel. I don't know. It's kind of rural out there. Here, I'm going to fix this little box. All right, here we are. It was extremely bizarre. That's right, I am going to have a Poke flag on the SS Smoochum. The SS Smoochum. All right, there we go. All right, guys, don't fight, though. Please don't fight. Be respectful, everyone. I love the Confederate battle flag. Did you know our soldiers flew the flag in the Korean War, Vietnam, and other wars? I did not know that. However, for a lot of people, it's a highly offensive flag because what's the word? They associate it with the slavery in the South, which I think is fair. And they wanted to separate from the rest of the United States, and they lost that war. So, I kind of understand why people attach themselves to it, but because there's similar examples around the world of there were wars, and then the people that were part of any particular war, they still hold on to like the older flag. I think people like to take the underdog side. You know what I mean? I think it's in humans' nature to root for maybe the underdog or the losing side, and say, well, I was on the losing side, but I'm proud and I'll never give up. You know what I mean? But it really is, for some people, a symbol of the slavery that we had, which is one of the things we went to war over. All right, let's see who's next. It's Ryan Hutch. He says, hey, man, how's it going? 5 evolutions. All right, Ryan Hutch. Going deep. Mr. Ryan. Let's see. What do we got? Flipping this. Another civil war is coming. It feels like it, doesn't it? The country really feels divided. I don't think I've ever felt like the country is more divided than right now. I'm only 32. I'm not incredibly old, but it feels like things are not headed in a good way. Maybe things will improve. I don't know. Your house is the consulate for Pokistan. That's right. I will only be flying the Pokistan flag. We're a proud people. We're a proud people. So true. But the idea of going to war over slavery was a cloak for maliciousness. Civil War, when did the first one happen? The South lasted less time than the animated TV show Animaniacs. Animaniacs? Oh my God. Here goes. I sound older than 32. I get that a lot. Is it my voice or is it just the manner in which I speak? So strange. Yeah, I'm 32, which is actually kind of old. I mean, I'm not like in my 20s anymore. When you're in your 20s, you can say you're a young adult. When you're in your 30s, you're just an adult. All right, let's see what we got. So we're starting out with Kakuna. He's the big potato. I think it's very much in how you interpret the flag. I know many people who have them and it has zero to do with the history, and they feel like it represents their Southern heritage. Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I think that people try to pledge allegiance to something. And one thing people don't like to do, people don't like to pledge allegiance to the same thing that the masses are pledging to. We like to think of ourselves as unique or niche, or we're part of a smaller tribe of people where we might be cared about more. And this is true across like all kinds of groups. All kinds of groups will try to be part of a smaller group because when you're in a larger group, you're just a statistic. You know, you're just part of this massive, and you're less valuable. It's a very interesting problem in my opinion, but you can't deny what was happening historically with that flag. Oh, mister, what a pull. What was I just saying? I was saying this is the good stuff. I was saying this is well-sourced evolutions, and there he goes. He pulls reverse holo Charizard. Congratulations, Mr. Ryan Hutch. Let's look for other stuff now. I like your Arcanine. We're going to bulk some of this off, but if any of this non-holo bulk looks even remotely nice, I'm saving it for you. Oh, here comes Team Rocket's an actual hit. That's a secret rare. All right, reverse holo Charizard. Everyone needs to just open Pokemon and get along. Can't we all just get along? Here, let me move this over here. Okay, so we'll sleeve these up. And here comes Team Rocket is a secret rare. It's like the movement to remove historical monuments because of what happened in the past. Removing those monuments doesn't remove that future. Instead of removing them, we should learn from them. Well, what I don't understand is when they start to remove something like President Lincoln, that makes no sense to me, right? He was part of the team that got rid of the slavery, right? So that part starts to not make sense to me. And I heard something of, there was like this argument. I heard the argument was something like, they don't even like the idea that a white man could have freed them because there's no such thing as freeing a person. They're already free or something like that. And I'm like, sure, I get that. I get that in the abstract sense. But in the practical sense, it really was something that had to be done through force. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But that's too much for me. That's going too far. Let's see, Ryan. Here we go. Ryan Hutch. Yeah, I like President Lincoln. I don't know why you gotta remove him. Is he really so bad? Charizard. TCC, you're canceled. Is this the last stream before you move? Good question, Jack. This might be the last stream before I move. There is a small chance I stream one more night tomorrow. If I do that, I have to scramble and get all of this taken apart in a single day. And I think I could do that if I clear all the bulk off. So we might try to do one more stream tomorrow. All right, let's see. We have what appears to be a new person. It's Yer. Hello, Yer. Oh, no, wait. He says he's got a bag. Okay, so hold on. Let's find Yer's bag. Sorry, Yer, I don't recognize your name. You must be pretty new. Zachary, Vahan. Who's this? Victor. Wes. Uriel. Yakov. Zachary. Xavier. Zachary. Yer. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. There we go. He wants one live custom booster. Mister. Oh, yeah. Getting the custom booster. PSA 10, number 158. What are you doing over here? Do we have a 158? 122. I don't even see this. Give me a second. Oh, here it is. Oh, very interesting. You get Cosmic Eclipse, Naganadel, and Guzzlord 10. Now, that's a pretty interesting 10 to pick up because it's part of the Cosmic Eclipse collection, and that's a pretty cool collection. Here we are. Ooh. Mister, I'm pushing denim. You're pushing denim. What does that mean? I think I know what it means. I'm pushing denim. I have not heard that one before, but I suspect I know what it means. Cosmic Eclipse is my favorite. Ignorance is right. Number 1, Victory Royale. That's right. I'm going to need you to get Mom's credit card and tell me the numbers on the back so that we can have a Victory Royale. There we go. I don't see why people get so worked up over flags, getting mad that you don't pledge or respect it. Kind of cringy tribal stuff. Well, and you know, that's the thing. Humans really are tribal. There is not a single race of humans that don't have some kind of organization around a flag, and then they created a country with the borderline, and they said, we're this people, right? Like, we're this smaller group than the rest of the world. And some people believe that we can erase that and be one global human race. And other people say, well, maybe you're ignoring some pretty fundamental biology in humans, and it's just never going to work out that way, right? Like, yeah, it's interesting stuff. Like, you take care of your family first, right? Don't you prefer your own children and your own wife before anyone else's? Well, if you say no, I wouldn't want to marry you. I'd want to marry someone else. So biologically, it's kind of built into us a little bit, right? I prefer to have somebody who prefers me over someone else. So it's a sort of a selfish but necessary survivalistic gene, if you think of it that way. Justin Huerta says, hello, Mr. 1 Hidden Fates and 1 XY Evo. I think the trick is to just be aware of it, and practical. XY Evo, here you go, mister. I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the Republic of Pokistan. Oh my God. I'm going to create a Pokistan pledge. Repeat it every day when we get started. In 100 years, the LGBTQT flag will be our heritage. Oh my God. Well, you know, they have a successful group. If you think about it, they have a lot of political pressure. They have probably some money in some groups. They've got a lot of supporters who probably vote exclusively based on what is going on, how people are treating that group. They have parades. They have a month. So, and then they have a flag, and that's the whole point. People organize around flags. People organize around smaller groups. What's up, Chad? He says, get a job. I've got a job, mister. I open Pokies. Isn't that good enough? I swear I work very hard. Chad, you have no idea how hard it is to open Pokies every day. It's terrible. I'm sweating over here. Mom, give me a towel. Let's see what we got. Justin Huerta. No, actually, it is a lot of work, though, if we're being real. You know, it's not the first month or 2 or 3 you do this, it's not hard work. The hard work kicks in when you got to do this every night for like a year. His name is Chad. When the left packs the Supreme Court, he's talking about packing the court, and they add statehood to D.C., we will go to civil war. It's scary what's happening and how divided we are becoming. I have to agree. I feel like people will no longer feel American if that happens. You will see the Republican Party, basically no longer consider the American democracy a legitimate democracy. And basically, if the Republican parties were to win democratically, if they were to win a supermajority again, I think what would happen is the Republicans would basically undo all of that. And if they can't, what they would probably do is split California up into multiple red states. You know, maybe they'll split it between the left and the right-hand side of the state in order to create balance again. And they will just pack the courts too, so it doesn't end. So is it any real solution, or is it just a power grab? It's obviously a power grab. It's obviously just a power grab. And it's not a good indicator for the future. I would say it's a very dangerous road, in my opinion. All right, let's see. Evan Shea says, one live custom booster. Here we go, Mr. Evan. Mr. Evan, we've got Porygon. Holy. Porygon Z. Sorry, Evan, nothing too crazy tonight. If they can create DC statehood, hey, we got a new member. That's Prodigy. What's up, Prodigy? If they can create DC statehood, what will stop the Republicans from doing something similar? You know what I mean? The Republicans are going to carve out some Republican parts of California to create balance again. And that will be the outcome from this, assuming the Republicans could even win again. Oh, Evan Shea, you're in the overflow. That's right. You got a big bag. It's what I would call extremely undemocratic to create new states, especially the ones, in particular, the ones that happen to benefit your political party. It just seems so, what would be the word? I don't know how to describe it. It's like changing the rules of the game. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and refresh. They're talking about DC, Puerto Rico, and Guam for statehood. What? You know, I heard if they do that to Puerto Rico, one of the things most attractive about Puerto Rico is all of the tax sheltering that's on that, is it an island? Puerto Rico, it is an island, right? And all the tax sheltering would end. Is civil war a bust at this point? I don't think we'll come to an actual physical civil war. I don't think people want to do that. I think people are too comfortable is the problem. We're too wealthy. People will just stay at home and open up Pokemon cards. I don't think people will get out in the streets as much. All right, let's see. Do I know 4chan? I only know 7chan. Wasn't Logan Paul moving to Puerto Rico? He was. He said he wanted to, and that's a very clever move because he could sell off his card collection one day and not have to pay capital gains taxes on it. Well, basically, the capital gains tax is very small, and that attracts a lot of people over to Puerto Rico, and I think it's good for their economy, actually. It shows you that there's migration patterns that follow how people who are successful think about where to move. It's not like Logan Paul randomly picked a place on the map. He was asking himself, where's the right place to move for me so that I can take advantage of competitive tax rates? And Puerto Rico ranked at the top of his list. So, you know, Puerto Rico would lose that competitive advantage if they became a state, but maybe they would gain more welfare or something from the heartland. I don't know. So let's see. After, where were we? After Evan Shea, we have Zachary Hickman. Zachary says, hey, mister, could I get a card grade for at least my scissor and any other card you think is worth grading? What's up, Zachary? Let's get this card grade going. Yeah, fun conversation we're having tonight. Very consequential conversation. Let's see what we got. Funny, we're talking about Civil War. You wouldn't think that would be a conversation we'd be having. This is very close to a 10, that Pikachu. Yeah, he's very close. This is thin on the side. This is thin on the right side. This is thin up top. Okay, I'll set these down. You think ghosts are real? Woo! It's the boogeyman. Thin on the right. I hope YouTube doesn't shut down the channel for considering this alt-right hate speech. What are you talking about? We're not doing any alt-right speech, hate speech. We're just talking about modern politics. Plenty of people do this. Thin on the bottom left. All right, that's thin on the bottom left. So he will probably come out 9. Here, we'll give a closer look. We are just having a conversation, which nobody said anything crazy. I think that the country should be concerned about being so divided. That's nothing unusual about that. Yeah, he's thin here on the upper right corner. So Gyarados goes over there. Magnezone, you got all the Magnezones. Magnezone thin on the top, I'm afraid. Cubone, Voltorb, Entei, thin on the left. Amakuni. I've had my impact. I'm out. Check your Discord later. Going to link you to something. Divide and conquer. So simple. What? Thin on the bottom right. That might have a chance at a 10. Yeah, this is slightly off center on the back. This is pretty close. That could be a 10 at PSA, but definitely not CGC. So, Mr. Zachary Hickman, we've sorted your cards. And it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. Most of your cards are not going to grade 10, unfortunately. Your scissor should still be graded, even though he will come out a 9. He is still a valuable 9, okay? So definitely get him graded. And then over on your 10 pile, the Pikachu is actually borderline. So this is a borderline card. I think it has a shot at PSA, but not CGC. And this is the only card in your pile that looked like a true 10. So there you go, Mr. Zachary Hickman. I almost called you Hackery Zachman. Hackery Zachman. I will look up your IP and ship you an extra large Confederate battle flag. Oh my God. What the move us to OnlyFans so we can get all the feet pics. If that scissor would have been a 10, I would have been really happy. Yeah, I would have too, man. It's such a nice looking card. I think it'll still be a really good 9. And it's this is something that I think the hobby has to consider. It's okay to collect 9s, even for modern cards, because sure, there's a lot of them today, and you know, you can open the packs fairly cheap today. Actually, that's not even true for Hidden Fates. But one day it's going to be 20 years old, and a 20-year-old PSA 9 of anything is not bad at all. So if you're just holding on to it and being like, yeah, this is the card I graded, that's fine. I think the thing is people obsess and they want the 10s. That's why the grading companies are so successful. But you still have a very nice, nearly perfect card. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely collect 9s, and I have 9s that I collect myself. Okay, so I've got PSA 9s in my own collection. By the way, this camera looks so tilted. Let's fix that. Is that a little bit better? There we go. It's a little more square. Okay, let's see what's next. Emily Paris. She says, give me 5 hot matchless fighters. Mister, I have a bag. All right. Matchless fighters. Give me a moment. Hidden Fates or Shiny Fates? I would go for Shiny Fates, personally. I would go for Shiny Fates right now. Hidden Fates, in my opinion, are pretty pricey. You get a little more bang for your buck with the Shiny Fates right now, in my opinion. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is for Emily Paris. Now, if we have Emily Paris, she has to see the kitty if she's going to open up some cards. Here's Kitty. Kitty. There she goes. What are you doing there, Kitty? All right. So there's Kitty. She likes to sleep on the couch while I'm live. She always sleeps in the same spot. All right, here we go. Sneep. And now we're going to open these up. The hobby for newcomers is caught in the present mentality, not realizing that 10 to 20 years, the grade 9 will likely be vintage 9. Well, yeah, all I'm saying is that I think that 9s are collectible, even if your OCD makes you feel like they're not. They are. They're decent. Fix this camera. There we go. Pack number 1, pack number 2, cold. Pack number 3. Oh, look, it's Shaman. What is Shaman? Pack number 4. And pack number 5. Look at this Galarian Slowking. Oh my gosh. What a lovely Slowking. All right, there you go. Miss Emily. I try to say miss when I can, but sometimes I mess up and I call you Mister, because it's such a knee-jerk word that I use. So Emily with an E, you're gonna be in here, in the E-box. Can you guys believe in the past we did not sort the cards at all alphabetically? In the past, when I was first getting started, we did not alphabetically order anything. It all just leaned against the table right here. And then I'd ship everyone's cards out every Friday. It all just gets shipped. So next up, we have a payment from Mr. Jared Sigmund. Jared Sigmund, he didn't explain what he wanted. Did he explain later? Mr. Jared Sigmund, I will go ahead and refresh for you, but maybe you could tell me what it is you were trying to order, Jared. It's a large payment, so I want to make sure we get it right. Do you ever accidentally sneak a card? Yes, one of the most common questions, and the answer is no. We do not make that mistake. Mr. Jared Sigmund, it's your turn, and you made a large order, but you didn't leave a note, so I don't know what you want. Is there a giveaway tonight? That's right, we're giving away all 3 Mews. He wanted to buy me Pokies. All right, let me go get you Pokies, Joshua. I have snipped cards before. No! I believe he was talking about Evos. He wants 2 spots on the large. I'll give him a minute. If he doesn't answer, I'll write him down a store credit card, and then if he doesn't use it tonight, I'll refund him. What would you do if you ever sneaked someone's start on accident? Mr. Evan, very easy to answer question. They will immediately get a fresh Charizard, okay? So I would have to replace that Charizard. Or, you know, if they really wanted, I could give them a refund, but you'd be giving me a handout if you did that. So I would be required to replace your Charizard. All right, Jared, and we're going to say 132. So I don't know what you wanted. And we'll wait for him to come back. In the meantime, we've got Wes Donini, who says a box of Lost Thunder. So the problem with that is I do not have a whole box. Let me think for a second. Let me go and see if I have a loose box, okay? I'll be right back. So I hate to tell you, but I do not have a whole box of Lost Thunder, and that is because I had to stop ordering cards. So here's what I have. I have this half box of Lost Thunder. What I could do is refund you the entire amount. I could put the entire amount on a store credit card. I could open these for you and get you the remainder on a credit card, anything you want. But you got to communicate to me what you're interested in. Yeah, I apologize. This is all I had left for Lost Thunder. Again, I haven't been ordering anything because we're about to move. Oh, Mr. says, what's in the new large? You're right, we should pick one out, shouldn't we? Is Mr. Wes Donini here? I don't know if Wes is here. How do you enter into the giveaway? How do you enter into the giveaway? You have to be super cool. I'll count the number of packs here, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll take the refund. Lol, I tried asking earlier, but you couldn't see. I definitely. Well, that's a smart move in my opinion. And if I get a sealed box in the future, I'd be happy to open that for you later. Okay, Wes? So let me go ahead and get you that refund. It's kind of a bummer because I would have loved to see a whole box of Lost Thunder. Very rare to see a whole box of something like that. All right, there you go, Mr. Wes. No harm done. Let's go ahead and let me try and pick out a large, okay? Mister, I'm 15 cards away from a master set of Hidden Fates. Then I'm what? Did someone say, me? Cool, I can't wait. I was feeling the Lugies. If you're feeling the Lugies, let me think about other sets that have Lugies. There's the holographic Lugia in Team Up. There's a Lugia Break in, what's it called? It's called Fates Collide. So Fates Collide has a Lugia Holo and it has a Lugia Break. Other sets that have Lugia, Vivid Voltage has a holographic Lugia. What's the coolest Lugia? I'm trying to think about it. I think the coolest Lugia is like that Shining Lugia from Shining Legends, but that's not a card you can pull. Damn, I think Lost Thunder. Yeah, I think Lost Thunder might have the coolest Lugia right now. All right, let me show it off. I'm gonna show it off real fast. He likes Lugies, huh? Lugie! Mom, I want Lugia! Give me a moment. All right. Give me a moment. This is the Team Up Lugia. Oh, we got a new member. Bull City. Oh, thanks for renewing your membership, mister. So that's the Team Up Lugia. Here's the hyper rare Lost Thunder Lugia. Oh my god. And actually, this is my favorite from Sun and Moon. It's the Shining Lugia. I mean, I really like this one. He's pretty cool. Honestly, for some reason, I really like this one. So that's the Shining Lugia from Shining Legends. So there's some Lugies. Those are modern cards, by the way, guys. There you go. Place that up there for now. Are all those Hyper Lugias off-center? Mine is like that, too. Oh, they're probably all off-center. Nice, mister. I have that in a 9. Beautiful card. Yeah, they're really pretty. What would you say Shining Lugia value is currently at? You know, it's funny. When I started collecting, the Shining Lugia was $100, and I thought back in the day that was overpriced. Last time I checked, he was going for like nearly $1,000. So think about that for a minute. You know, people like to say how well they've done with Bitcoin and how well they've done with Dogecoin or whatever, Ethereum. I've done pretty well with Pokemon. That's the truth. Let's look up that Shining Lugia real fast. All right, so let's see if he's under 1,000. So the cheapest one is $1,200 for Shining Lugia, $1,200. And I think that's pretty wild because back in the day, I'm not exaggerating, back when I started getting started, he was $100. And I thought he was overpriced back then, right? Because you could get some vintage cards for $100. And so I was like, it's just some dumb modern card. I'm going to get this vintage stuff. Which, honestly, if you'd bought anything back then, you were doing well. Doge is making moves. Yeah. So if I bought him for about 100, and today he's going for about 1,200, yeah, it's about times 12 in value. And talk about appreciation. That's really wild. So what were we doing? What were we doing before I got interrupted? Mr. West said that he would like a refund, so he took care of that. And we get some Lost Thunder again in the future. I need more Lost Thunder. Now we have Mr. Arturo Perez. He says, first-time buyer. Nice to meet you, Arturo. 1 custom booster. No bag. All right. So here's our live custom booster packs. And this is a cold pack. So you'll notice you got a holographic card and a non-holographic card. Mister said, yeah, heard that for months now. Ha ha ha. I briefly looked into buying vintage cards in 2016 when Pokemon Go came out. Stuff was cheap, but I was broke. Yeah, I totally understand that. Mister, do you have Lugia from Ancient Origins graded? I don't. That's one of the Lugias I don't have. I was thinking about it. Some other Lugia cards I have. I do have the... so this is the Lugia from Break. There it is. See that? It's really unique cards. So there's the Lugia from Break. All right, Arturo. I also have a PSA 9 Neo Genesis Lugia. And the thing is, that card is crazy expensive as a 10. So I don't know if I'll ever own it. Mr. Arturo, I'm putting you in the A box. Nice to meet you, by the way. I don't even know where I'd have that card. You guys like seeing this stuff? It's cool, right? Look, this PSA 9 would probably, this CGC 9 will probably turn into a PSA 10. Freaking PSA, they're too loose, man. All right, now we've got a bill from Richard Johnson. I don't think he meant to send that. And we've got Kara Nichols, who wants 2 Champions Path. All right, Champions Path. Cool, we got 2 left. Perfect. 1 custom, I really need a good card. Please, Pokegods. Tonight has been very rough for me. Oh, Kara, you're buying Champions Path, though. What are you doing? So you got a holo from the live custom booster. Okay, and how about these? Oh, that's Unbroken in Champions. All right, so we only have 1 Champions Path then. Hold on, we'll fix this. Is this also Unbroken Bonds? Yes. So we've got 1 Champions Path. I need to go get some more Champions Path. Be right back. This music is so snappy. That's Unbroken Champions. I knew it. You guys are so helpful. All right, so we're opening up some more champions. Obviously, we're getting the pack that will automatically turn into Charizard. You got wrecked by Champions Path. Oh, no, I just threw the ETB away. I can't have that. Can't have that. There we go. Back in my day, TCC opened so many vintage before Logan. We did open a lot of vintage. That's true. So here's Champions Path. Well, back then you could actually afford vintage too. That's the crazy part. All right, here we go. Sneep. Toss it over here. So, Kara Nichols needs a hit. You've got, okay, you've got an Eldegoss. Try getting wrecked by 10 plus champions. Chumps Path, he says. And Venusaur. Hey, that's actually quite good. You pull 2 V cards out of 2 packs. That is a good pull rate. Venusaur is one of the 3 starters too, by the way. So he's decent. I'm surprised I haven't seen more of him, actually, being graded. Okay, here we are. Should I buy 10 Crimson Invasion or 3 Hidden Fates? Crimson Invasion. I want to see an Olivia pop out. All right, there we go. Venusaur. I feel like this card is underappreciated. Look how awesome this holographic Lugia is. Man, it looks great. Sweet. Okay. And now we have Trenton Burton. Wow, some big orders tonight. He says, can I get 5 Vivid and 1 Live Custom? I need a new bag. All right, 5 Vivid. Fair warning to you guys, we are extremely low on Vivid Voltage now, okay? Very low, and when I'm out, I don't have any more. Are those Lugias for sale? The Lugias are just being shown off. What? Look at the packs before you open. People were bulking those out in break a year ago. How many Vivid left? I don't know, maybe like 6 left. I love break cards and I love Lugia. I want to buy it. Mister, you want to buy it? I love Lugia. He's such a Lugia. Mister, you good at try to sell? What? What is he saying? Here we go. We've got Talonflame. Oh, Trenton. We're running low on cards because I'm not replenishing them. Oh, unfortunately, that's a clean print line right there. So we'll sleeve it up anyways. It's nice to look at. That's a pity. I was about to say, you got a nice Lugia there, but then we saw the print line. It's like, Ripperoni, Wash Energy, and another Lugia. Holy mister. That's because of all the Lugias in the background. We got the Lugia bonus going. When you put all the Lugias in the background, you're more likely to pull a Lugia. So excited for new sports cards. Me too, mister. I'm so hyper, I could cry. But yeah, tomorrow will likely be the last live stream. And then I will be doing nothing but packing up and moving. Okay, you also ordered a live, right? We didn't open that, right? So here we go. For Mr. Trenton, we have Grass Energy. You better not be a grass. And we're going to get you a fresh bag. Here's the fresh bag. These pulls were okay. You know, you may not appreciate this holographic Lugia today, but one day it could be like this Lugia. Years later. This is, that's 2019, so that's 2 years old now. And that card goes for quite a lot already. So this Lugia could do the same thing one day. Will you vlog the move? There's maybe. So I've been thinking about it, and for security reasons, I might not. Because there will always be some Pokemons in my home, and I'm not looking to give out too much information about how they're stored, you know what I mean? Next up, we got Anthony H. Anthony says, 1 CGC Tier 1 for my Japanese waifu in my bag. You got a Japanese waifu? Mister. Anthony H., I feel like you're actually in this upper box. I'm totally right. That's so weird that I just knew that without looking. Because I wasn't memorizing. Oh, mister. I hope that they don't upcharge it, because that card should be worth 50 bazillions. I just want to know when we can start buying her bathwater. See, she looks just like one of those e-girls, huh? That's a very good character card to be holding right now. So we're going to say Anthony H. C and 1. Okay, there we go. Sweet. All ready to go. That's the first card that's been requested to grade, I think. Next up, we have Adam Moondorf. How's it going, Adam? He says 2 Shiny Star Vs and a Fossil Custom. All right, sounds good. The one that pulls the winning card, right? The hot card. Sword and Shield Shiny Star. Yesterday night, we pulled out a God Pack. Was it yesterday night? No, it was 2 nights ago. But you know what we haven't pulled out is any of the Charizards. So I wonder if we're going to find a Charizard soon. Here we go. Toss that away. Oops. Give me a second. There we go. All right, here we go. Oh, you got some kind of full art. There's Urshifu. You got Drapini. And, ooh, Piers. All right, not bad. I actually like this artwork of Piers. I think it's a very clean artwork. So very nice. That was pack number 1. Very hot pack. Pack number 2. Here's Venusaur. Oh, mister, you got 2 full arts. Eldegoss Shiny. So I'm going to say you did pretty well with those shiny stars, mister. Now, you also need... Well, let's put this into your bag first. Let's start there. Where is your bag? Is it here? No. We'll check the other one. Here it is. Okay. They kind of look the same. They got a big round head, don't they? Clobbopus and Eldegoss. Very good. Now, one fossil custom booster. Let's see where we're at. We're on number 7. That brings us up to number 8. Eight for Adam Moondorf. Why don't you individually put the hits in one sleeve? Talking about the full art and shinies. It's just fast. It's very fast to sleeve them all together like that. Yeah, that's about it. So Mr. Adam Moondorf picking up spot number 8. Looks like you had spot number 7 as well. He says, lol, I also have 7. That's right. It's ticking carefully along. And, you know, I think we should take a minute now and maybe add something to the large, okay? So we don't have a large. 184, I had that money this morning, honestly. Okay. Anyway, I read your message. Let's see what we have here. Give me some time to think about it. So I could do... I'm thinking about everything I have. We want something cool for the large. Cool for the large. Let me go into the... I'm going to go into the cat room for a minute, and I'm going to take a look at what I have in there. Because we're getting through this live stream with no large. We can't have that. Okay, so maybe we'll do something like this. What if we did this? Here's a PSA 10 base set 2 foil pack, and it's a graded pack. So give me a minute. I want to get an impression of what that goes for. All right. So I can see the exact same one is listed for 1K. So that might be what we do. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and list that up. That's going to be the next large. It's going to be for a PSA 10 graded booster pack of base set 2. Try to show that off a little bit. See if it doesn't slide down in a minute. Well, I feel like it will. Let me put this here. Okay. And there's going to be a total of, I think we'll do a total of 28 spots, okay? 28 spots. Let me go write it up in the large now. Just give me a moment. Oh, I never canceled the other one. That's so funny. So we're going to say base set 2 PSA 10 booster, and with the odd of 1 to 28. There you go. Did you pull anything rare from Hibbs recently? That's right. We pulled 7 Charizards. And so now if you were to buy Hidden Fates, you wouldn't get any of the Charizards. Okay, we'll place this right here. Doge is going to the moon right now. Everybody buy high and sell low. Invest. Mr. using slabs to hold slabs like using money to clean a table. Very, very good observation. So let's see. We're done with Anthony. We're done with Mr. Moondorf. We have Richard Johnson. What's up, Richard? Richard Johnson says, 2 live custom, 3 Shining Fates. I got a PayPal, but not Discord, so I'm not sure what I need to do. I don't need them graded, if possible. So I tell you what I'll do for tonight, Mr. Richard. After we open them, I'll go ahead and ship them for you. Next time you order, though, you will want to have a Discord account so that you can actually get into the Please Ship channel. But just for tonight, for fun, just for tonight, we'll go ahead and ship them early. So here we go. 2 live customs, he says. Oh, look at this. PSA 10, number SV65. And Pidgeot. So this is for Richard Johnson. It's his first order. And he gets, here it is, a PSA 10 Zygarde from Hidden Fates. Oh, wow. Doge is definitely making moves late tonight. Pretty interesting. I have a few thousand Dogs. You got all the Dogs. Bark. He also wanted 3 Shining Fates. Let's get some Shining Fates open. Give me a minute. That's a pretty solid card to pick up, man. One of the shiny PSA 10s from the Hidden Fates collection. Very good. Toss this away. Here we are. Mister, I got Eternatus of VMAX. What? Quick, delete that. Okay, we'll throw this up here. 1, 2, 3. There we are. The rest of this goes up here. Big snipes. Well, you know, he's opening 3 Shining Fates. You know he could pull Charizard VMAX out of here. Let's see what he gets. Totally possible to pull Charizard VMAX right now. Boop. Here it goes. We've got Gossifleur, Dracloak, and Morpeko. Look at this, guys. Here we go, Gossifleur, Dracloak. Holy schmolies, man. And Frostmoth the Dreadnought. Very cool. Not too bad. This isn't too heavy. We'll go ahead and ship this book along with the rest. Mister got an Eternatus VMAX. What? Wondering if that's a good deal? No, it's a terrible deal. Ah, man. Darn it. All right, that's for Richard Johnson. Richard, let's get you live shipped. All right, so your address that you showed me is the same one you have. Now the question, I think you want me to use your P.O. box. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to use your P.O. box. Okay, and let's go ahead and hit print. Print. How much is CGC? How much is CGC to grade a card? $2. Wait a second. No, it costs more than that. So, Mr. Richard Johnson, you're getting some free live shipping tonight. Congratulations on your hit. I hope you'll come back and open some more cards with us. However, you're going to want to get a Discord account because I don't normally do free live shipping. You could order live shipping every time, I guess, if you wanted to avoid Discord. There we go. Technically, you could do that. You could order live shipping every time you wanted to ship. All right. I've opened so much Shiny Fates, and it's a freaking toxicity. All right, guys, did you hear what he said? Now watch this. Watch me pull Charizard out of this one pack. No, I pull a cold one. All right, well, that's okay. I love Tyranitar, so Battle Styles is better. I do like Tyranitar as well. I'm a big fan. It would have been better if it was golden Tyranitar, though, right? So now we have Jonathan Gonzalez. How's it going, Jonathan? Hello, mister. First time ordering. So pop my cherry, your Poke Cherry, with 5 matchless fighters, 5 Darkness Ablaze. Hits only. I do not have a bag. Thank you very much. Mr. Jonathan Gonzalez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweet. And 5 Darkness. When you get to my order, can you do live shipping? If you ordered live shipping, I certainly can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here goes. Oops. Sneep. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Tyranitar is just dope. He's one of my top Pokemon. He's one of my top, when it comes to like powerful Pokemon. Dude, you opened 100 packs of Champion's Path and Shiny Fates and no Charizard. The trick is to just go deeper. That's cold. Here's Yamask. We've got a cold pack. And, oh, Zapdos. Look at that beautiful Zapdos. And here's, oh, Dracovish. You did it. Yay. Okay, Zapdos and Dracovish. Now you're going to have Scizor VMAX. Very nice. Very good. Here's Clink. Clink. Here's Flaffy. They're like, what should we name this Pokemon? They dropped some scissors on the floor, and the scissors went clink. And they said, I don't know, Clink. You did it. Here's Sunny Scorch. He's a Senti Scorch. There we go. So is Dogecoin blowing up or what? Did Elon Musk do his Saturday Night Live skit? Mister, I got 6 Shiny Fate ETBs from Target online last week. They came in today. Looking forward to ripping them. Good luck, man. I've opened 30-plus Shining Fates packs, and I've gotten 3 baby Shinies and a Rillaboom and a Phalanx. What's up, Chris T? So here are your pulls, mister. You got 4 solid hits. Let's go ahead and baggy these up, Mr. Jonathan Gonzalez. Mr. Jonathan, what are you doing, mister? Jonathan Gonzalez. Hot steak. What did Target Online charge you for each one? I just strongly dislike the cards inside Shining Fates because besides Daddy Zard. I see what you're saying, sure. Well, I mean, it's got Suicune. It's got Skyla. Those are both pretty solid. I would say that the Sobble, Grookey, and Scorbunny, those are all pretty solid. I feel like there's other ones. Corviknight, Shiny Corviknight's in there. The thing is, you just don't see those very often for some reason. They don't pop up, and it's almost like the Pokemon card company knows that those are going to be the preferred cards, so maybe the pull rate on those are much lower. Like, you know how many Shiny Fates we've opened and how many Corviknights we've actually pulled? Almost none. We almost never pull Corviknight. He's actually extremely rare, but we pull Lopunny like it's Rattata. We pull Lopunny almost all the time. So they must have some sort of program that makes sure that very few people pull Corviknight and Suicune, and everyone pulls Minccino and Lopunny and the ones that nobody really cares about. You know what I mean? There has to be some kind of RNG system doing that. Vahan Gavandian says, hey, Mr. One Live Custom, and can you live ship my slab? I certainly can. So he's given another shot. Pokey says, wait, I have Corviknight. Corviknight's a good one. All right, you do pull a Prism Ditto, which is pretty neat, actually, especially if you can grade that a 10. It is a Japanese card, so maybe it will grade 10. And Mr. Vahan, let's find your bag real fast. You probably do have a bag. Mr. Vahan Gavandian. He says he has a slab. So we're going to create a, let's get a label for you. Here it is. Very cool. And print label. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go live ship this one. Oh, better grab that Ditto. Chair really trying to talk. Kind of toss toss this out of the way real fast. So, Mr. Vahan, where am I going to find you? Not in pile number 1. How about pile number 2? Edgar Kano. Not in pile 2. How about pile 3? Not in pile 3. How about pile number 4? Here we go, I found you. Cape of Toughness, huh? That's very tough. Okay, we'll move that to the side. So now we need some paper or something to wrap this up in, which I don't seem to have. Try slicing this up real fast. Give me a minute. I like to recycle rather than buying fresh bubble wrap, which is quite cheap, but it's also a waste because I get so much of it in the mail. I should just be recycling it. So whenever you guys get a package from me, very often it's from recycled, the padding is just going to be recycled stuff to cut down on pollution. I still end up throwing lots of it away. There's so much of it. It kind of makes me sad. It's so much plastic, you know? Especially like those styrofoam peanuts. What are those made out of? Something weird. Okay, you are live shipped. Sweet. Next up, we've got to refresh. Woohoo! Mr. Just the Slab, keep the bag. Mr. Vahan is too late. The bag is on the way. Sorry about that, mister. I didn't know you didn't want the bag. Mister, the only thing I don't like, needs to read better, get in the zone. Man, your comments fly by, guys. Crazy. I can see there's some large orders coming in. Let's see what's going on. There are definitely some large orders coming in. We're looking for Mr. Vahan. Here it is. Now we've got Zachary Hickman. Hey, Mr. 2 Sun and Moon Hidden Fates. Last order for a while for me as I have to save up for vacation. I totally understand. Let's pull you a Charizard in 2 packs then, right? Okay, we got a Charizard booster. We got a tin. Let me grab the tin. Mike's side says Mary isn't real. What? Mike, how could you? Oh, that was loud. Okay, here we go. Mister, will your grading prices be lower than 38 per card? I'm thinking about holding off on grading in the future. My grading prices will more likely go up than down. Some of you guys look at the price and you go, oh my gosh, why is it so expensive? Let's do a breakdown of the real cost of grading because you guys don't understand. So first of all, there's their list price. But when you actually pay for grading, do you know I pay a PayPal fee? So PayPal takes a percentage and a 50-cent fee. Then I put your card into a penny sleeve and a card grader. And then when I go to ship your card, there's shipping supplies. Then I have to pay the actual shipping cost of sending the box to them. So there's postage. Then I pay the return shipping when they send it back. After they've sent it back, I then have to receive it and sort it out, which takes time. And then after I've sorted it all out, I've got to ship it to you, which is another round of postage. And then once you're done considering all that, a submission can take me 6 to 8 hours just to send out. So you are hiring me to do a full day's work when I put in a serious submission of like 100 cards. We would get those in the past, like 100 card submissions. And, PSA shut down, so we don't get as many requests now. But yeah, so you are paying me for my time and all of the little hidden costs of doing the job of middlemaning. And I don't get any kind of special deals with PSA or CGC, so I don't get any kind of special rates with them. So you're just hiring me to do something you can do at home. If you want to save a little money, you could probably do it from home because that eliminates a layer of shipping, right? The layer that you'd be eliminating is that layer where I ship it back to you, right? So I ship it to them, then I pay for the return shipping, then I ship it to you. And slabs are heavier, and some of them require insurance, right? Because they're so risky. So those are my thoughts on that issue. So when you look at my price, all of that's included in the price. Some people think that when they look for my grading price, that I'm just supposed to copy their price. Whatever their price is on their website is just supposed to be that. It's absolutely ridiculous. No, it's nothing like that. There's so many more costs associated with grading than you realize. You know what I mean? So the price I picked is definitely the price I'm happy with. If it was to go under that, I probably just wouldn't offer grading. It's not worth my time. And maybe in the future, well, in the future, I'll probably just offer you guys to grade directly with me. So I'll probably be able to grade slabs right from my home, actually put them into a TCC slab. So that's probably what we'll do in the future. Okay, Zachary Hickman, 2 Hidden Fates. He says, last order for a while. Let's get these open. Hey, that's expensive. I want it for cheap, mister. What will TCC grading cost? That's to be determined. I don't know yet. I don't actually know. All right, here we go. We've got Wheezing. Oh my gosh, Wheezing and Brock's Training. And pack number 2, we've got Magmar. Oh, mister, those were pretty cold. Mister, how much will TCC grading be? Yeah, I still don't know, guys. I don't know. I do not know. We will figure that out. Can you make it cheap, mister? I want to grade cards with you. All right, just for you, cheap. Just because you said so. It's been 20 seconds. Do you know it yet? He was asking about the middleman service. He was saying he was thinking of holding off till you be doing the actual grading. Okay. Do the grading services grade skateboard decks? That's right. All right, we're going to give out a free, oh my gosh, Toxtricity V to help sweeten the deal a little bit for you. I'm sorry, Zachary. So, Zachary, if you're all done ordering for a while, be sure to put in a please ship post in the please ship channel, okay? Mister, my stream's delayed. No problem, man. A lot of people get a delayed stream at some point. All right, Johnny Ceruzzi's next. Johnny says, hey, mister, I'd like to order. Oh, by the way, if I was paid, let's say you guys did pay me to send cards off to CGC and PSA. Let's say there was a little service fee, like a tip almost, just for me for doing the work, just like you tip your DoorDash driver. So let's say there's a little tip baked in. I still pay taxes on that tip. So you don't realize I pay taxes on it when I sell it to you, and then I pay taxes again when it's income taxes for me, because that's how it works when you own a small business. You pay taxes twice. So I pay all those taxes on it too. It ends up not being that much per hour. I've said that before, but you guys look at it and probably think it's like such a ridiculous price. I've actually done the math. It's not a ridiculous price at all. All right, so here we go. Johnny Ceruzzi says, hey, mister, I'd like to order 1 live custom booster and live shipping. You got it, Johnny. Pack number 1. Oh, mister, that's not Charizard. It's supposed to be Charizard. So that's for Johnny Ceruzzi. He'd also like live shipping. I have a bag and my test tube Mewtwo slab. All right, Johnny. Johnny Ceruzzi, let's find your bag. He says, good luck on the move. Lord of the Pokelands. That's right. Something like that. Thank you so much, Johnny. And congratulations on that Mewtwo. It looks really nice. Let's go ahead and print you up a label. People are ordering up some live shipping. Look at this, man. Okay, and we'll print it. I'll be right back. And your slab should be over here. He's talking about this freshly graded slab. Here it is. Ooh, very fancy. Very fancy, Kitty. What do you think of that? Kitty says it's very fancy. That's what I said, Kitty. Kitty, it's good you and I can be in agreement sometimes. Gotta have something in common, Kitty. right, here we are. Woo. We got it very well padded. And it is ready to go, Mr. Johnny Ceruzzi. You are live shipped. That's 4 live shippings. Damn. Who's still here? So let's see. After Johnny, we have Connor Gillespie, who says 2 live custom boosters. That's Psychic and... sorry, man. That's for Connor. I'm sorry, Connor. Charizard's hard to get, so I get Ditto VMAX, and I'm calling it Charizard. That is a solid plan. Can I send my cards for you to keep so I can get them TCC graded? That'll be possible, yes, but you don't want to do that right now because I have to move, okay? But yeah, afterwards you could do that. Figure out something like that. Probably, you know, I wouldn't do it until after I've actually set things up. Wait until I set things up. Now we have Rafael Aguilera. He says, here's $28 to Tier 1 grade. I request that you send the better of the 2 looking Pokeballs, Nest or Ultra Ball. Now if you conclude that it shouldn't be Tier 2 with subgrade, then feel free to honest and tell me. If you conclude that it should be Tier 2, that's what you said. Yeah, that's fine, I'll tell you. I'll send the rest for the cost. No problem. All right, we've got your lovely bag of hits. Wow, that's a thick bag, man. So here's your Ultra Ball, and I immediately lean toward the Ultra Ball. It's a more famous Pokeball. And here's the Nest Ball. Damn, dude. That's cool that you got both of those. Oh, you know what? Not put your bag away yet. Let's find out which one's better. Wow, that's quite good on the front. Well, I'm going to say this one definitely looks like a 10. How about the Ultra Ball? Oh, man, you're so lucky. That's looking like a 10, too. Oh, they both have a shot. I'd say they both have a shot. So, Raphael, my recommendation is you send them both. I think the Nest Ball is slightly better centered than the Ultra Ball, but I would start with the Ultra Ball in the off chance it does grade 10. With CGC, it would grade 9.5 if it was Gem Mint. But we can do either one if you prefer to do the Nest Ball first. This one's slightly better centered. This one, however, is more valuable. The Ultra Ball is going to be more popular. Yeah, I would send the Ultra Ball off first. That's my recommendation. I'll go ahead and start sleeving it. This is a more iconic Pokeball. Really jealous of you, actually. This is a card I want for myself. I never pull it. I never, ever pull it. And we're going to say C1, right? Okay, there we go. Is it Tier 2 material? It could be. However, we're going to just send it in and see if they upcharge. Okay, that's one of the things I do. I don't immediately send it to the higher tier until they tell me it has to go to the higher tier, because there's no point in overpaying for something that isn't required. So I wait for them to tell me that it has to go to a higher tier so that I don't accidentally ever send anything that's a Tier 1 card off Tier 2. You would just be overpaying for nothing. And trust me, they'll tell you. They'll be like, yeah, you got to upgrade. Michael Cusick says 7 Crimson Invasion and 1 Unbroken Bonds. All right, let's do it. Crimson Invasion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and up here, I believe we do have an Unbroken up here. Here it is. Are you ready? Mr. Michael Cusick. So if it comes back 10, I should send it to Reslab for the possible perfect. That's correct, yes. And if it comes back 9.5, you could consider sending it to PSA or trying to sell it as a 9.5. Snip. There used to be like 200 people watching this every night. What happened? That's a good question, Mr. Simon. You know, Simon, I've been watching my analytics. I have a suspicion that a lot of people are taking a break from Pokemon. You know, this precise thing happened with Monster Hunter. So sometimes the way it works when you're making content is people watch your content and they watch it for a while and then they go, okay, that's enough. Now I'm going to try some other kind of video. So Pokemon cards have been trending for a long time, and maybe some people are taking a break. You never know. Think about this. How about Pokemon Go? Pokemon Go for a while must have been the craziest content to post ever. You must have been getting insane numbers of views. And so basically it was floating off of its own mainstream success. But after a while, you don't really hear about, oh, mister, you got a hit. You don't hear about it as much anymore. It's hello, an executor. So you don't hear about Pokemon Go as much anymore. So it doesn't get the same view count as it used to get. So that might be happening. The bubble is popped. That's it, mister. Here's Skiddo. You still play Pokemon Go? You're going back to sports cards, says Jose Verduzco. Well, I tell you what, man, we'll have more of that, so stick around. We'll have sports cards. I plan on expanding to, you know, lots and lots of card sets. That's the goal. Sports cards are going up, up, up. Quick, invest. Here's Cacturn and Jang Mo-O. So it's a very natural thing. I do this with content myself. For example, the other night, I was watching a bunch of Price is Right for fun. And now I don't watch Price is Right. Now I watch videos from the 1950s. And later I'll be watching boat videos probably because I need to buy a boat. So really, people fluctuate what they watch. And your core audience are the people who could come back every single night for the rest of their life and watch the same video because they like it that much. That's your core audience. And this number goes up and down over time, especially when what you're doing hits the news and is important in the news, you know what I mean? So there was some big stuff happening with Pokemon cards not too long ago. What I would say is we've gotten further away from when Logan Paul did his big box break, remember? So he did his recent big box break with first edition base set, and that was the second one he did, and it didn't even get as much views as the first one, right? So people are already digesting the content going, all right, I've seen it now. What do I watch now? So there's always going to be a community here, but whatever's happening in the mainstream might make us fluctuate up and down. All right, let's see. Mr. Michael, your bag's going to be over here. Here it is, Michael. I saw the exact same thing happen with Monster Hunter. Anytime Monster Hunter released maybe like a demo that was a big deal, like a DLC, you know, the views would jump and then the views would fall, and sometimes the difference can be really dramatic. Ignore my next penny payment, mister. It was tied to the Pokeball order. I just don't see the lure of sports cards, says Elon Musk. Somebody likes them because sport cards get really expensive, so I respect that. Ann Lou. How's it going, Ann Lou? 4 Vivid Voltage and live shipping. Now, Ann Lou, I never went searching for Donkey. However, I've been searching for other people, and I have not run across anyone named Donkey in those boxes. However, before I live ship you, I'd like to go looking for it specifically, okay? So, Ann Lou, I still need to do that. That was on my list of things to do. Let's go searching for a Donkey. The thing is, I have been searching, just not specifically for your old Donkey bag, if you have an old Donkey bag. Let's get those darkness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any NFTs yet? Yeah, so I do have an NFT for sale, but we haven't accepted any offers on them because the actual price of accepting the offer ends up being like $80. It's called a gas price, and it's the price of doing a transaction in Ethereum. You have to pay like the miners. You have to pay them in order to have the transaction go through, and it's like crazy expensive. Vivid, I'm sorry. So these are 4 packs of darkness that will open for someone. He said 4 packs of Vivid. 2, 3, 4. That happens occasionally. Thank you very much, guys. Here we go. Vivid, the good stuff. So this will have the hyper rare Pipichu in it, okay, Ann? Sneep. That happens occasionally. Sneep. You got to be fair with me. They look very similar, right? The booster packs all kind of look the same. What's up, Dracon? Lifelong Chargers fan, and Herbert was cheap last summer because he wasn't the hype. Her rookies will put me to the moon. Oh, Mr. Hyper Rare Rayquaza, very nice. I would pull this card all day if I could. Next up, we've got Dusknoir. Yeah, I think that there will be more viewers in the future if like some really hot sets come out. Oh, nice. We've also got Charizard here. Very good. If some really hot sets come out, that will definitely affect it. And we've got Arrokuda. And honestly, there's probably a lot of people taking a break right now. They're probably Poke-carded out. I've heard that during the summertime, interest in Pokemon cards actually goes down. And then in the winter, interest in Pokemon cards go back up. So I've heard that from somebody who's been doing this longer than I have. And so that could be part of it too. People just might be doing other things because they can actually go outside now. Charizard Rayquaza. Oh my lord. Now, Anne, I'm going to set your bag aside for live shipping, and I'll do it after the live stream. And we'll check and see if we can find any old bags under Dronkey. But, you know, again, I have not seen one. So I'm going to write live. Outside sucks. That's right. I personally don't think Herbert is going to be good. Yeah, me neither. Next up, we've got Raul Batista, who says live custom. You got it, Raul Batista. Oh, we got Serena. Sorry, Mr. Raul, nothing too crazy there. That is a cold live custom. That makes sense. That fluctuation would also correlate with the schedule of released card sets. Yeah, exactly. You know, one of the things that actually brought a lot of people into Pokemon cards again was a card set. So it was the Hidden Fates card set. People were going crazy because... Does he need a new bag? People were going crazy because the new Charizard SV49 was so good looking. Everyone was shocked. And it had been a long time since the last time they released a shiny Charizard. So he was kind of like new, right? Like, oh, nice, a shiny Charizard's coming out, right? They weren't releasing shiny Charizard left and right like they do now. Now they released, you know, they had all that success with Hidden Fates. Well, they released like 2 more shiny Charizards with Sword and Shield, which they shouldn't have because they caused Charizard inflation, honestly. But yeah, so people went crazy for the SV49 Charizard, and this drove a lot of content and a lot of new collectors came in. So what I would say is the hobby's definitely expanded, and it's got a very bright future. But it'll probably be like the stock market. It'll probably dip and rise from time to time, and that's how I've always seen it. Batista. For example, I mean, Pokemon cards can't just go up in price infinitely. There has to be a point where it plateaus and it says, all right, this is the real market value of a thing. You know what I mean? And in order for it to rise, people have to become wealthier. So it takes time for people to become wealthy. Easy E says, hey, I want to send you the money for my CGC grading, the 20 cards we talked about in Discord. Since PSA is no longer an option, I'm not sure where the cards fall in the new CGC tiers. Oh, let me take a look. I will take a look for you. Eric Carr, right? Mr. Eric. 10s, 9s, and damaged. Okay, among the damaged, oh man, those are still pretty pricey. I would send all the damaged cards off CGC tier 1. I would not do subgrades. All right, so I said that these were 9s. That's tier 2. That's tier 2, without a doubt. All right, so these have to go tier 2. You can try to send these out tier 1. They're probably going to upcharge 1 or 2 of those. I saw a Japanese Entei in there, and if he truly is a 9, I don't see how he doesn't get upcharged. Now, we can assume that these all go, well, let's see. Now, I would try to send these off as a tier 1. Well, you know, you might send these tier 1 with subgrades, okay? These can be tier 1. These might be 9.5s, actually. Yeah, that's probably tier 1 subgrade. I'm going to say that's tier 2. That could be tier 1. Here we go, tier 1. Tier 1, tier 1, tier 1. These would be tier 1 subgrade, tier 1, tier 1, tier 1 subgrade. So it goes kind of like this. I would send all these off tier 1 along with these 9s Tier 1, no subgrades. I don't think that those will get beyond the 9.5. I think those will all get caught on 9.5. Most of these could end up being 9.5 as well. However, 1 or 2 of these might actually be pristine. And if you're real lucky, they could be perfect, right? So these are actually pretty good. So these you'll want to send off well, let's take another look. So this has to be tier 2. I would send all these off. Well, you know, I would send the whole group off, tier 1 subgrade, and just see if they upcharge. This one's definitely going to be, that one's going to be a 9.5 or a 9. I don't know. It's a good question, man. When they come back, if they do a bunch of upcharges, I can show you. But they almost certainly will, because tier 1's are really meant for cards that are $100 in value. And I mean, without a doubt, even if these are 9, they're well over 100. So like these 4, we can definitely just send those off tier 2. I would say these 6 can be tier 1 subgrade. And these 4, I can tell you, there's no point trying to send these tier 1. They're going to upcharge those. These are going to be tier 2. And yes, I do recommend subgrades on them. So, you know, I can baggy these and title them for myself. T2, T2. And this would be T1 plus. Oh, that looks like, that doesn't look right. And these will definitely just be T1. You don't want subgrades on those. Those were sent to Mr. Yeah, Eric Carr sent these over to me. And because he wanted these to be graded. All right, you can clip that if you want to rewatch it, Eric Carr. And you can send the money for having them graded anytime you feel like. There's no rush. I'll set these back down in that box. I had them on hand just for you, mister. Do you think that Shining Lugia can cross to CGC 10? Which? This one? He says, nice, man. Cool stuff. Hey, mister. How's it going, Adnat? How's it going, man? He says, mister, you mean to tell me my first edition PSA 2 base set Mr. card won't go up 10 cents forever? That's right. Yeah, Pokemon card, it's like anything, really. The price can't go up infinitely. At some point, it reaches the price that people want it at, and it really doesn't go much higher than that. And the trick is to buy something when it hasn't reached that price, you know? And if it goes well over that price, the trick is to sell it off. So that's the whole buy low, sell high concept. And that's what they do in the stock market. And the stock market's very liquid. So you can sell stocks in a day. Pokemon cards are not like that. Pokemon cards are much harder to sell. You can't just click a button and sell off. You can click a button and put it into auction, but auction often doesn't go for as much as buy it now. You could put it into buy it now, but you could get competitors who undercut your price and it just sits on the market forever. So you have to be really patient if you're going to do buy it now, right? You have to be somebody of great patience. And so it's a very unusual thing. All right, so we were just helping Mr. Raul Batista. Now we're moving on to Dominic Castelli. Hello, Dominic. He says, been a minute. I just graduated. Woo! Congratulations. I just graduated college and need to celebrate. Can I do 1 Evolutions and 1 Hidden Fates? Mister, congratulations. Are you ready to pay back that student loan? I'm just giving you grief. Yeah, you know, that was a really special day for me and my wife. We've got pictures of when we graduated, and we hang the little degree off on the wall. So congratulations on that. Now you're smarter than everyone else. Let's go ahead and snip this off. Sneep. You can wave your degree around and say, I have a degree. Now I do have self-esteem. Pack number 1. Oh, Shiny Rowlet. Not bad. Shiny Rowlet. And pack number 2. Bro, I got the poop. Oh, mister, what a pack. Full Art Mewtwo and Reverse Hollow Arcanine. Oh, my God. Did I graduate? Yes, my wife and I graduated together. We even worked on our senior project together. It was so nice. Rowlet, yes, the bird. Star Onyx, all right. So I toss this off. And Dominic, did you say you had a bag? I don't know if he has a bag. Dominic Castelli. Mister, I'm not exactly sure what to order for getting my cards graded. Would like to send some off for grading before ordering shipping. Sounds good, mister. Well, you know, you can hire me to do a pre-grade and I'll give you advice. So think of it like buying time in the live stream for a card appraisal. That's what that is. We've got Derek, we got Felix, Dominic Castelli, Dayton, Daniel, Draven, Dustin, Demetrius. We got Demetrius back there, Devin, and Fang. Mr. worked on the project, then worked on Quip's project. Bro, you can't talk about Quip that way. No, I'm just kidding. She did a lot of the work. She's really smart. She did a lot of the work. Actually, what happened was I took on a full-time job while I was in my senior year at college. And she helped me tremendously. I mean, I couldn't have done it without her that year. And she couldn't have done it without me. We were that broke. We were going to have to quit school. So I took a job. And at the same time, she became my almost like a tutor that year to make sure that there wasn't anything I missed and to make sure that all my homework was done properly. So we were a little bit of a team. And man, talk about having an advantage, because she did not have money to stay in school. Neither of us did. So I had to take a job. I ended up taking a job with Tech Systems, and that got us through our senior year financially. Without that, we just wouldn't have had rent money. It was that close, actually. And then at the same time, I think I could have graduated without her. I think it would have been really close. I think I would have been getting like C's or something like that, because those senior classes are tough. You can lose a lot of points really fast if you don't finish a project properly. And she was definitely troubleshooting with me, helping me. Talk about a good relationship. It was definitely helpful. I'm just not sure what category they fall under. Zachary Hickman. So I would, with your scissor, I would grade that. I'd grade that CGC tier 1, no subgrade, because you already know it's not going to get a perfect 10. So what do you need the subgrades for? So you'll save $10 if you avoid the subgrade. It's crazy how when you don't have shit and have to come up out of the mud, mister. That's on gang. What? Something about muck? No, I'm just kidding. Quip has entered the chat. What? Has she? Where is she? She's not here. She gone to bed. Mr. and sister. That's right. Step bro. Adam Moondorf. He says 5 matchless fighters. Well, Mr. Adam Moondorf, this might be pretty good timing for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you look at when you're looking for CGC 10s? Manufacturing defects primarily, because I know that these cards on the table are all mint, they're all pack fresh. So we look for manufacturing defects. Mister, would you like to see a Gen 2 reprint for the 25th anniversary? Honestly, no. Honestly, I'm tired of reprints. I think that reprints, they hurt the value of vintage sets. So I think reprints are a bad idea. And I think that they should invent something new. Mister, I can be your step bro. Step bro. We've got Thunderous. What else do we have? We have Urshifu and Cold and Beedrill. Oh man, this has got to be it, man. Are you ready? No, it's Cold. I'm so sorry, Adam. That was not the round. Adam, I thought that you were getting hot. I like something fresh for the 25th. Well, I just don't like reprints because in my opinion, it lowers the value of old vintage sets. It really does. Because now you've got inflation. Why buy Charizard 10 when you can buy XY Evolution Charizard 10? You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe it's not that way. Who knows? I just like to see new stuff, for sure. Next up, we've got Evan Shea. He says, pre-grade and feel free to donate any of my not-so-good stuff. What are you talking about, Evan? It's all good. Maybe I'll take some hollows out, because hollows really clutter up a bag. So we're doing a pre-grade for Evan Shea. This could take a while. It's a pretty large bag. Evan, based on this, it looks like, have we done it? It looks like we've done a pre-grade before. So let's see how accurate this is, because you got new stuff in your bag, I'm sure. That's off center. We're going to take some of your hollows away, okay? You said to take a little bit away. That's off center. This is actually a nice looking card. I'd consider trying to grade this. Yeah, Zapdos. Here's Articuno. Bit thinner on the bottom with the Articuno. This is thin on this corner here versus, yes, thin on the left. Raichu, thin on the left. Stoutland. He's kind of off-center. He's pretty close, actually. If he was going to PSA, maybe he would get the Gem Mint. Oh, man, this card is so good. You know, when you tilt it, do you see that on the upper corner? See the edge is kind of like bumpy? Weird. You think that they'll take off a point for that at CGC? Okay, I'm liking this as well. The upper corner is looking thin. It is a little bit thin, but the corners and edges look really clean. He's pretty borderline. Pikachu's Zekrom. Yeah, it looks nice. Eevee looks nice. Blipbug, slightly off center. Yeah, he is slightly off center. You know, it's just a Blipbug, actually. I'm going to send that to the 9 pile. I wouldn't risk it on that. Here's Hatterene looking perfect on the front. I mean, you can see in this corner, it's slightly off center. Yeah, he is off center. I'm actually going to move him back to the 9 pile. Clobbopus looking very clean on the front. This Haunter looking very nice. Definitely try the Haunter. That'd be cool as a 10, actually, if you think about it. Here's Centiskorch. He's thin here. You know, he might still grade 10. He just won't be a perfect 10, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be very close. This looks great. That Raichu GX. This has a weirdly square corner up here, and I'm worried that that will affect the grade on it, but I would try it anyways because it's a very clean card. Okay, so I'm going to remove these hollows, and now these apparently are 9s. Yeah, I can see it right away, thin on this bottom corner. Yep, thin on this corner back here. On the left. Probably something on the back. Yeah, he's thin on the side. Mankey's probably got a mangled corner. Thin on the right. Thin on the right. Thin on the top. Thin on the top. Darmanitan, he doesn't look too bad. I'm going to upgrade Darmanitan, actually. Oh, I see it now. It's this corner here. See how thin it is compared to the other corner? No, he belongs to the 9. That's off center. Okay, so these are apparently your 9s. And I don't know what the rest of this pile is. This Crobat looks perfectly fine, actually. He probably just got set there. That's it. Right now, I would invest into an older base set. Well, people say that, but keep in mind, there is a point where those are correctly priced too, and you can actually drive the price on those too high, right? So you can drive the price on those too high. It's actually quite clean. Yeah, this actually has a shot at a 10, weirdly enough. How about these Eevees? It's a very clean Eevee. So if you got new stuff in your bag, I might have put it in the back of the bag, because that's commonly what I do. So these might be the new cards. Oh, man, look how off-center that one is. You're investing in Shining Legends. This is an error card. See the rollers went through it. I don't know if you want to grade those. You can tell he's not perfect anyways. This is a little thinner on the top. But man, he's looking pretty clean. No, I wouldn't mess with this. This has a problem on one of the edges. That's another error card. Nidoking. Yeah, he's got a weird edge. That's got a roller on it. Ditto's off center. Eldegoss is off center. Did I say Eldegoss? I was saying Eldegoss is on center looking. That's why we're examining it. So Eldegoss is looking on center. Indeedee is off center. Here's another metal card. Off center. Off center. Sometimes if you can see one serious flaw, you don't have to grade the rest. You can see right away there's a problem. Wow, this one looks really clean. Oh, print line. Okay, that's an Arcanine. Just set him down over there. Oh, let's take a serious look. I didn't want to grade him. Then on the bottom, there we go. Magcargo, huh? He's an interesting card. The top's looking good. Okay, that's just a hollow. But actually, this Mad Cargo might be a card worth grading. That's pretty clean. Wait a second. Yeah, that's pretty clean. Okay, Mad Cargo's going over here. Here's your Switch. You wouldn't think to grade a Switch trainer card, but actually, let's take a closer look. Well, yeah, actually, no, I wouldn't grade this. I wouldn't grade that one at all. That one's basically junk, because if you can't get a 10 on that trainer, nobody's going to want it. That's how it really is with cards that are not as popular. This one's got some kind of weird wispy edge, and okay, you're donating those hollows. So there you go. You've donated a few hollows. I appreciate the donation. And we've gone through your bag pretty thoroughly, and we've divided your 9s and 10s again. Let's run through your 9s and pick out the ones that look really good. So among your 9s, okay, basically any of these textured cards are probably worth it. Poliwrath, probably not. Rose, excuse me. Mr. Mime, Zoroark, Wooloo, you got a lot up here. Okay, and you got Alcremie, Altair. Here's Charizard, Blipbug got downgraded. Raichu, unfortunately, is a no. Probably the Giovanni's Exile. So any of these textured cards are actually pretty decent. However, some stand out. The Charizard stands out. Sobble stands out. Grimmelsnarl stands out. Articuno definitely stands out, and so does Sylveon. So I believe we've done this before, Mr. Evan, but this Sylveon, you pretty much definitely should grade it, just like I said before. And then over here, you have quite a pile of 10s, I'd say. You have quite a few good 10s, and you can just grade everything in this pile. Let's just go through it. Necrozma, this Raichu looks awesome. Centiskorch looks awesome. Here's a Dragapult V, Pikachu. This one's pretty borderline. I'd test that for sure. This is easily your best card right here, the Blaziken. He should go in the front because he could be worth quite a lot if he gets a very good grade. Okay, there you go, Evan, and we'll gently put those back in. You're double baggied. Let's go ahead and slide you back into the overflow. There you go. That's your card grade. Next up, we've got Andrew Schmidt. Andrew says, give me 2 of the Darkness of Balls. I have a bag, and if I don't pull the Charizard, then I cry. So this is for Andrew Schmidt. Mr. Andrew, you're pulling Heatran, Granbull, and Grimer. Oh, no, that means Andrew's going to cry. I'm sorry, Andrew. Andrew, those were cold packs. That's for Andrew Schmidt, right? And you said you had a bag? I have a bag. Okay, cool. Alexio, Anthony. Sweet. Weeping time, that's right. I'm sorry. He's Weeping Bell right now. Awesome Camera. Alejandro, Adnan, Alberto, Augustin. You know, I feel like new bags rarely go into this box. I feel like the new bags go into the side box or the top box. So here's the side box. Anthony Williams, Andrew Edward, Andrew Schmidt. Yep. What a non-surprise. He's Weeping Bell right now. Cool. And now we're going to refresh. What a busy night. Man, we've had a lot of orders. Even if the crowd tonight's a little smaller, we still have a decent 150 people with us, and we've opened up an enormous number of Pokemon cards. What's in your bag and what slabs you got? That's right, Connor. I'm wondering what's in your bag and what you got. I think Connor has quite a few slabs, actually. Connor. So there we go. Let me go ahead and refresh. We're almost there. Mister, any news or thoughts for Twitch streams? Yeah, I'm trying to get it set up with Mr. Mike's side. I need somebody who's as consistent as I am to host that stream every day. And basically, it could be as simple as having a capture card or being able to take your own computer and live stream the desktop of your own computer while you watch the YouTube stream. Okay, so it's very uncomplicated. The other option is to restream using another website called Restream. However, I think capturing your own computer would probably be the easiest system. Mister, are you getting the new Resident Evil? You know, I don't even have time to play Monster Hunter, which is what I would prefer to play. So I have to say I probably will not touch the new Resident Evil. I probably focus on this channel as much as I can, the card channel. Isn't it true that you can't stream the same thing on both services, says Elon Musk? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. If there's some kind of disagreement with that from Twitch, we'll figure that out later. All right, so next up we have, who do we got? We just finished helping Andrew Schmidt, and now we've got Joey Barton. Joey says 1 Battle Styles for Andrew Schmidt. Oh, how nice. 1 Battle Styles for Andrew Schmidt. So, Mr. Andrew Schmidt, you're getting a gift from Joey Barton to Andrew Schmidt. Here it goes. And you pull just a Gliscor Luxray. I swear, anytime something is a gift, it's not the hot ones. I rarely see hot cards get pulled as a gift. Although there was that one time CS-Man opened up a Pikachu Cosmic for our friend Mr. Tenzenberg. There we go, put that away. And now we have Jose Sanchez. Jose Sanchez says, hey, mister, let me get 2 XY breakthroughs and an XY evolution. All right, let me grab those. Here we are, breakthroughs and an evolution. Let's see what else. I have a big bag and a small bag. I'm not sure where the big bag is, but I'd like to get my best cards from my bags pre-graded as well. I also have a box for my bulk. Thank you. What's up, Mr. Jose Sanchez? So you're claiming you got 2 bags. We'll take a look for them. 2 bags, huh? Very interesting. Sneep. And sneep. So we've sneeped them up. Let's see if we get some hot pulls from these. On pack number 1, we pull Florges Break. Ooh, okay, that's a hit. Tell you what, let's do the evolutions last. Pack number 2, you pick up a Reverse Hollow Haunter and Haxorus. He's kind of cool, I guess. I like the Haunter, he's pretty neat. Now, how about the XY evolutions? Need a oh, there you go, mister. Man, I swear to God, evolutions never let us down. It's pretty rare to not get something nice out of evolutions if you just go deep enough. In your case, you're getting a 1-pack snipe, huh? Now let's make sure you don't got any secret rares in the evolutions bulk. No secret rares in there. Okay, so we've confirmed that. Now, 2 bags, huh? Let's go looking for 1 bag even. I'm confident we'll find 1 bag. Here's Jose Sanchez. And so, actually, that's a really small bag. I think then you must just have a second bag somewhere, so this shouldn't be too hard. Josh Johnson, Joshua Kelly, Joseph Delzall, Dolazall. Here we go, box number 2. Let's go ahead and put this in the box number 1. Joey Burton. Who is that guy? I've never heard of him. John Lohman, Joshua Keenan, Jonathan Cruz, Jonas Rosado, John Hincapie, Jonathan V. Munley, Josh McCullough, John Targus. John Targus had a bag. I just shipped him his CG, his card graders. Should have shipped his bag out too. Okay, Meowth. Okay, so I didn't see a second bag. Let me check up top. J. Manuel, Kano, John Fang, Jason Edward, Liam, Loco J.O., Julian, some other guy, JR, Justin. So these are all really old in the back. We'll go all the way back just to be thorough. Jake, James Vogel, James Bolton, JDS, Jeffrey, James Daniel, James Bolton, Jacob Riddle, and Jesus. All right, so you're definitely not up there either, which means you could only be in one of the 2 side overflows. Let's just go looking, because I did not find a bag for you earlier. Oh my gosh, that's not you, is it? Let's see. Ugh. No, that's Oscar. Okay, that is an Oscar. Louis Laura, Alex PSX with his 2 large honking bags. I'm standing up. Let's check this sidebar. Luke, we've got, who's this? Joe Harris, right? We got Joe Harris. So we got Luke, Joe Harris, Jonathan Morris, Bradley Sheely, Jacob, Kara Nichols, Evan Shea, Fergie Cave, Joey Joseph, Cole, Jeff Leon, Derek Withrow, Emiliano, R. Marquez, Alan Tan, Alexander Ross. So I do not see a second bag for you, mister. This is for Jose Sanchez. I have a big bag and a small bag. I'm not sure where the big bag is. Okay. Let me take a quick look at the history. Let me see if I've shipped any Jose Sanchez's out recently. Okay, give me a minute. Mister, you're such a sussy baka? What's a sussy baka? My second bag had 2 Giovanni Scheme full arts. I remember those. So I can see that we last shipped you back in March. Yeah, I remember. You had a bag and you had 2 of those in it because you pulled 2 of them. Why would the bag not be in the spot that we would think it's in? Could it have been put in the back of the JU box, maybe? Let me see. Justin, Juanito, J-Pack Forever, JT Surad. Who even are these guys? They're gone for so long. What I can do is I can search the overflow boxes. Jason, it's possible that your bag's been misplaced, but I'm not seeing it off the bat. It's not in the J boxes like you'd expect it to be. So let me go check the overflow just in case. Sometimes when we're running out of room on the table, I do a last-ditch effort to free up some room, and I move a bag over here. Usually a really big bag. But I'd be surprised that I chose to do that rather than just putting it on a sidebar or something, because the sidebar system has been working really well. All right, so you're definitely not in here. Here's Russ. Nathan Lewis is over here. So Nathan Lewis has a bag over here. He's pretty modern. Casey, Mars Bars. Yeah, not in here. Finnemore, Dandel, Nadam, Nubstar. Woo! Why are there so many bags? Sam H, Sashantani. Now these are small bags, so we won't expect them to be in here. Need a box with big bags. How about this? Here's an old Joe Diana. I don't know why he never claims this stuff. Esco, Fature, Vincent Puff. Now one more bag down here. What's this? Here's a Kyle Rawl, Kenny, Killjolts. You are definitely not over here either, which is interesting. Give me a minute. Let me go ahead and put all these back. Did you request for me to do anything for you? Let me look at your recent orders real fast. Sorry guys, we're dealing with a missing bag, it sounds like. All right, so we're looking for recent orders. I also have a box for my bulk, he says. I'm willing to trade one of the Giovannis. Yeah, interesting. I'm just not seeing your bag. Where would your bag be? I bet it's right next to us and we just don't know it. So you got a small bag here. And that's not it though. We're looking for a large bag. No, sir, I haven't requested live shipping or anything like that since March. Let's see if it got misplaced in the wrong box. So that's the G box and it's not in there. How about the M box? I think I would have noticed if it was misplaced in the M box because I go through the M box a lot. No, it's not in here either. The Ultimate Complete Set Edition Pokemon Booster Collection Factory Sealed. Wonder what the odds are I could have misshipped it. Let's take another look. I remember your bag. That's the thing. Joseph, John Lohman, Joshua Keenan, Jonathan Cruz, Jonas Rosado, John Paul Geraldo, Munley, McCullough, John Targus, John Hagerman, Joseph Meyer, DeMarco, Jordan, Joseph, Josh Johnson. All right, let me put this back up, and let me test this one. We've got Jonathan Westfall, Jonathan Morris, Jorge, Joseph Haney, Jose Ponce, Joseph Johnson, Jonathan Vo. Ah, that's frustrating. I don't see it. Where could it have gone? Just trying to think of what it could have possibly done with it. I mean, I've had this happen before, and it's like it just shows up, you know what I mean? Those are just some hollows. I've had this happen before, and it just shows up. Like, it got sorted into the wrong box because I sorted by last name rather than first name. Kitty took it and ate it. She better not have. Freaking Kitty, man. Sean Leon. So he's now in the S box. I know, this is very exciting. So nothing back here would probably be it, because these are all really old. Who are these guys? They've disappeared for so long, man. Something. So you offered me a Giovanni in the past, right? Did I actually bring your bag down and look at your bag? I'm trying to think, where else could it have gone? I mean, it could have been missorted to the JA box. Did we already look there? I feel like we already looked there. No, we already looked here. And we went through the entire sidebar. Mr. Jose Sanchez, we will have to figure out more about your bag soon. I can't hold up the whole stream looking for it, okay? It appears to not be around. I don't know where it could have gone. It could be on the sidebar somewhere where we don't see it. Let me show you. So see all this? That's a big stack, right? So it could be right here. But I would have to sort through that to look through it. I don't know why it would be there, though. Also, I feel like it would definitely be on the sidebar, but I'm just not seeing it on the overflow sidebar. Was it a really large bag? Give me some details on it. Was it a really large bag? Wait. What's this? What's this? No, this is just bulk. This is just bulk. This is from the other night. All right, yeah, that's just bulk. Give me some details on it. Was it a really, really large bag, or was it more like a medium-sized bag? Something that wouldn't cause me any trouble. Like, would it be something that I send off to the overflow? Unfortunately, we were not able to locate my bag last time. I asked if you would like to buy one of my Giovannis. Okay. So it was, we had not found it at that point either. Just wondering if the bag could be sitting somewhere strange. Sergio Rangel Garcia has a bag sitting in a strange spot. Somebody named Airless has a bag sitting in a strange spot. Yeah. Very interesting. Look in the S box. I know, right? Maybe it's in the Lost and Found. No, I checked the Lost and Found. I think it was a medium-sized bag, maybe creeping on the overflow size. Now, the problem with people with the J names is there's so many of them. I'm partially worried if it got shipped out to the wrong person. I've had that happen before. Let's see. There's a Juan Sanchez, Andrew Sanchez, Noah Sanchez. Let's try Jose real fast. There is a whole bunch of Jose's. Yeah. I wonder what the odds are I possibly grabbed the wrong bag and shipped it. So we'll have to do a deep search for your bag, okay, mister? And we can do that soon because I have to move soon, okay? It's in Hugo's mailbox. I knew it. Very interesting. Let me write up a card so that I can remember to do this. You're Jose Alex. What? All right. And let me get some tape. Jose Tortil Art and Design. I don't know what's going on with that because your bag, the funny thing is I remember your bag. It was kind of a thicker bag and I feel like it would have been sent off to the overflow, but I'm not seeing it in the overflow. So why wouldn't I see it in the overflow? Yeah, I don't know. I hate to do this. We're going to have to keep moving, okay, man? So I got a note saying that your bag doesn't seem to be found still. And we open up your breakthroughs and your XY evolutions. In a worst case scenario, I will have to replenish the things that went missing. I don't know if I can do that because some of those cards are kind of old. So maybe I'll give you a whole bunch of... Yeah, well, if we ultimately we can't find it, we will definitely get you taken care of, okay? I promise. I hate that, though, because that's really expensive stuff to try and fix. Okay, I'm sure it's somewhere. After Mr. Sanchez, we have... Oh, hold on. Let me go ahead and refresh. That's so frustrating. I want to just keep searching for it, but we got to keep moving. It's like I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about it is the problem. My mind's going to be stuck on it. Say his name. What? So, after Mr. Sanchez, we have an order for Jeremy Connell. Jeremy says, Mr. 2 Darkness and 1 Rillaboom Rebel Clash. Would it be all right to leave the Rebel Clash sealed? I want to collect the pack. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. Give me a moment. I'm going to be thinking about that all night. Where is that baggie? Okay, there's Rebel Clash. Here's Beartic. All right, Beartic and Fletchling Rhyperior. Sweet. Jeremy Connell has a bag. Thanks, Jeremy Connell. Why would we not be able to find Mr. Sanchez's bag? There we go. I know that the J.O. box was constantly too full, so it would not surprise me if I took the bag out and set it down somewhere else in order to free up room. But where I would have set it is in the overflows, and I'm not seeing it in the overflows. Here's Jeremy Connell. Mr. Jeremy. Check kitty room. Nah, there's no more bags in the kitty room. I stopped doing that. Actually, there was some bulk in there, and one of the cats did us a favor and peed on the bulk. Thanks, kitty. Yer Renteria says, let it hang, Mr. Live Custom. All right, Mr. Yer wants 2 live customs. Pack number 1. Oh, and pack number 2. Let's see what you get. Ten Shining Fates. Oh, that's a big one. All right, give me a moment. Give me a moment. Shining Fates, kitty. Kitty, we got a case of a missing bag. wonder if maybe I could have put it in like a bulk box or something. All right, you ready? Mr. Year. What a nice night for you, Year. God damn it. This is getting stuck. Mister, you always know how to miss me, says Year. What? Okay, there's the Eevee. Is it time to be done with the sandwich bags? No, I really like sandwich bags. Those are definitely not going anywhere. Don't get paid till 3. Have to be tomorrow. I would have gone Lost Thunder again, says Nick. Sounds good, Nick. Well, how much time until 3? Is it like 2 hours until 3 for you? I don't know if we'll still be available in 2 hours. What's up, Brad? He says, say his name. What, Jose Sanchez? It's Jose Sanchez. That's the bag we're looking for. How much to grade Eevee with the wrapper? Oh, if you want to grade it with the wrapper on. I think they count that as a booster pack. Yeah, I think you can grade that as a booster pack. Boop. Okay, we've got Galarian Rapidash. Ooh. Pack number 2. Here's Horsey. Oh, Mister. Picking up Centiskorch VMAX. Holy. So far, so good. How about Galarian Weezing? What? Here's Ditto V. Yeah, there's about half a box of Lost Thunder. That's right. Here's Lanoon. Shiny Lanoon. Your little pony. No, that's my little pony. Here's Indeedee Thievul. And more Pecco. And, oh, Delmise. Look at that Delmise. And finally, nice. Amazing Rare Kai Ogre. Sweet. All that for you, Mr. Yer. Mr. Yer, what are you going to do with all those Pokies? You're going to share, right? Here we are. You are doing very good. He says, I'll take it. I know you will. Okay, we'll open this bag and toss these cards inside. Sweet. Man, I'm just thinking about that missing bag. It doesn't say that I've shipped to him since March. So I don't think that I've shipped it to him. I think that he's correct to believe that it's still here. And I'm just worried that I potentially shipped it to the wrong person by accident. Maybe somebody else with a very similar name, like a Jose name or a Sanchez name. Or it must be somewhere over here, but it must be misplaced. Those are the only two possibilities. It has to be misplaced somewhere. Keep donate missing bag. Keep Mr. What? So next up, we've got Adam Moondorf. He says 3 matchless. Oh, I see how it is, Adam. So Adam Moondorf thinks he can step right in. I like to tell the missus she has to talk all my bulk. Sneep. I do remember you accidentally putting a card in the wrong Jose bag a week or 2 ago. Yeah. It's tricky when the names are quite similar. We've got, oh, that's Zapdos. Look at that Zapdos. Here's a cold pack. And, Urshifu. Wow, no snipe. No snipe. He says, but you fixed it. Sounds good. So Adam Moondorf, here you are with your beautiful Zapdos. Zap. Next up, we have Rafael Aguilera. He says, send stepbrother nest ball to CGC, mister. Good idea. I would do exactly the same. All bags can't matter until Jose bags matter. Oh my God. So here's nest ball. ABM. Mister, if my slab comes back pristine 10, is there a charge price that you'd send it back to reslab for perfect 10? If that occurs, you would basically just need to, you would need to order tier 1 with subgrades, probably, right? So that would probably be what I would do. And you'd want me to examine the card carefully, because you don't want to send it back out in the off chance that it actually is just a pristine 10, right? So if it's not perfect, you don't want to send it back out, because that would be the only reason to send it back out. All right, here goes. Sweet. Mister, if my grades come back 10, trade for a fossil bag. All right, we're trading it all for a fossil bag. Next up, we have Daniel Did I get everything right? Yeah, Daniel Coronado. Daniel says, hello, mister. Can I get 1 live custom and 1 XY Evo? Okay, 1 live custom. Okay, there's Serena. And 1 XY Evo. Here it is. Ooh, such a nice card. Such a nice booster pack. Very clean. We have Misty. Misty's determination. Misty's so determined, mister. Let her show you how determined she is. Let her convince you. Here's a nice little Charmander. And in fact, let me toss in that Charmeleon too, just for fun. Toss the rest of that to the side. Misty, she's so determined. Daniel Coronado. Darwin. Daniel Coronado. I ingest Pokemon content all day, and Mister is by far some of the most entertaining Poke content. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Oh no, my Lugia has fallen down. Whew. Where's Kitty? Kitty is off talking with other kitties. You think she just hangs around here all day? She's an important cat. She's got things to do. Next up, we got Trey Booker. What's up, Trey Booker? He says 2 live custom boosters, 2 Darkness, and 3 Rebel Clash. Wow. All right, let's start with your 2 live customs. That's cold. Oh, but that's hot. 2 fossil. All right, mister. 2 fossils. That's for who, Trey Booker? Not bad, Mr. Trey Booker. Oh, God. There we go. I found it. So that's going to be spots number 9 and 9 and 10. There we go. By the way, we have a new large now. For those of you who are interested in following the large. And it is a PSA 10 graded base set 2-pack. Kitty thinks it's so easy to wander off with other kitties. Well, that's because she's a woman. Women have it easy, guys. They're on easy mode. Guys just kind of have to, like, simp after girls. But girls just have to be like, oh, we're so hot. And then all the guys will be like, please, take all our money. I'm just joking, guys. You know that, right? I'm going to tick someone off saying stuff like this. So here we go. Base set 2 Pidgeot. This is the large now. All right, and we're valuing this at about $1,000. It's a very lovely pack. It's got the new slab design, right? So you get to see the tail and the top, and it just looks really fancy. And something like this will go up in value over time, undoubtedly, because every time one of these packs are open, and they do get open, what happens is they become more and more rare. So they're kind of like the opposite of Pokemon cards. The boosters become more rare over time, whereas the cards, as you open all the boosters, they become a higher population until they reach like a point where no more get added. So Trey Booker, 2 Darkness and 3 Rebel Clash. All right, let's start working on that. Here's your 2 Darkness and 3 Rebel, huh? Show me your Renegade, mister. I drank orange juice, but then my stomach is not feeling well. Oh, wow. Very interesting. How much of a population of the older graded boosters do you think might actually be heavy because they didn't weigh them and sent in a holo pack? Very few. Very, very few. I would not bother testing. Oh, hiccups. Very, very few. Why bother? Because already your odds are like 1 in 3. right? So your odds of a heavy pack are 1 in 3. So why bother? Not worth your time. Okay, here we go. We've got Zavilas. Woo! Pack number 2. Oh, what did we pull? It's Kabu! Yay! We did it! Mom! Kabu from Darkness Ablaze. Silver Fox. Now we have Pokeball. Shining Legends sold out. Technically not. I just don't want to sell anymore. That is where I am with Shining Fates. And Dreepy. So, that would be the equivalent of 5 packs and 1 hit, which is the average pull rate. In fact, you did fairly well because you pulled a full art. Not bad. And full art characters do better than hyper rare characters. So that is for Trey Booker. Let's find your bag. Mister, I think you got a bag over here. Where's Jose Sanchez's bag, huh? Where is that bag? I wonder if Kitty stole it. Jose Sanchez. I feel like he could have been put into the overflow, but we stood up and went through it, and there was no Jose Sanchez in the overflow. If there's only light packs left on the market in 10 years inside of slabs, maybe we should start grading heavy packs. What? Why would we do that? Next up, we've got Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson says, can I get 8 matchless fighters? You struck at the right time. Ian struck at exactly the right time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so there's 4 left. And we're going to get a new box of those and open that up. And 2 Darkness. Wow, everyone's simping for Darkness Ablaze all of a sudden. You guys are simping. There we go. Good luck. Sneep. 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 All right, that's all been sneeped up. Very well sneeped, I would say. They search the box for hits to lower the probability of those hits being available. What are you talking about? That's cold. Cold. Oh, look at this. It's a Dracovish. Wish my friends cared about me as much as this chat cares about Caitlin's sore tummy. Caitlin, let me give you some advice on sore tummies. Here's Blaziken. All right, and that's Inteleon. Oh, you're running out of time, mister. You got 2 packs left. Come on. Nope. And last pack. Nope. Wow. No luck, mister. Sorry about that. Mr. Ian Anderson, I thought that was going to be the hot round. Here's Thievul. And, well, at least you pull a Salamence V as well. Okay? So it could be worse. So you pick up 2 full arts, the VMAXs, and a Salamence V. It could have been worse. I met my ex-internet girlfriend on a YouTube live chat. Wow. People meeting girlfriends online is so weird. So weird. I don't know. Am I that old? I don't even feel like I'm that old. I'm only 32, but I only ever met girls in person. I never dated someone online. Maybe I just have trouble imagining how... It must be so, like, dehumanizing. You have to take, like, the best pictures of yourself. Oh, is that my good angle? You have to be like, oh, look how fun-loving and cool I am. And then you got to write something and make it sound better than the other people who have also written something. 27 fun-loving couple looking for third. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, it's so bizarre. Can I get a recap on my bag? Well, first we got to find that bag. I'm just as ugly in pictures as real life. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. Ah, here we are, Mr. Ian Anderson. I dated a girl for 3 years. I met on Chat Roulette, LMAO. So here's Arcanine, Eevee, Psyduck, Dragonite. Oh, man, you got a fat bag of hollows. Primarina, Gumshoes, Hariyama, Rillaboom, Shiny. It's pretty good. Who's a Lunala? Here's a Lunala. Karina's Focus. All right, that's your bag, mister. And we're adding these cards to it. Congratulations. You got a fat bag. That's what you say to a girl that you want to date. Did you check the lost and found bag? Yeah, so I did actually. I stood up and I walked over and I checked it, and I didn't see it over there. Sometimes when a bag is really big and annoying and it doesn't fit anywhere and the overflows are too full, sometimes what I do is I put a really large bag in an overflow box that is over in the lost and found. However, his bag was never that large and I didn't see it over there, unfortunately. So I'm hoping that it shows up in one of the boxes where it doesn't belong, because I have not checked all the boxes. I'm not getting my hopes up either. I'm worried that I misshipped it to somebody, which has happened in the past, especially if you have a name that's very common. That this can occasionally happen. It's not like super common either. It's actually quite rare, but it happened recently, and I'm worried that this might be part of it. So let's see. I'm worried that this might be one of them. Christopher Michael said 10 Crimson Invasion. 10 Crimson. We will keep looking for sure, because I definitely do not want to have to replace those cards, because this is going to cost me a whole bunch of money to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8. All right, so we got 8, and I need to open a fresh box of them. Give me a minute. Do I have a fresh box of them? Oh, thank God I do. Okay, good. Wow, we're on our last box of Crimson. I really need to replenish my cards. We need a unique ID number for everyone that orders. Yeah, I mean, the problem can happen in multiple ways. A misship. I'm not saying it's been misshipped either, but I need to be not live so I can do a deep search for it. Okay, here we are. Crimson Invasion selling out. Whoa. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11, so this goes back. Orange juice is sour for you. Caitlin, no! Caitlin, have you tried brushing your teeth and then drinking orange juice? I hear it's really good. Try brushing your teeth and then having a big gulp of orange juice. Sneep. I remember how heavily stocked Pokemon cards were around Crimson era compared to now. Oh yeah, well when I started 2 years ago, you could just walk in Walmart and they definitely had all the cards. They had all the cards, they had like Shining Legends on clearance, guys, which shows you there has definitely been an explosion in Pokemon card popularity. All right, Mr. Christopher Michael. Good luck. Is Christopher Michael, right? Yes, Christopher Michael. Good luck. By the way, he says, how is Monster Hunter Rise? You know, I didn't continue playing it. The DLC is out for the end game, and I have not tried it. I'm sure it's fun, but I'm moving, and I'm still supporting this channel. This is my primary channel, is what I've realized. So right now, all of my focus is on this channel and on moving, those two things. Mr. Viss and Salazzle. Ooh. Here's Mr. Viss and who's the other one? Type Null. Mischievous Type Null. Swablu Go-Goat. Oh man, these have mostly been called so far. I mean, we're getting hollows, but we don't want just the hollows. We want some actual, like, GX cards. Okay, last few. We've got... There we go, Houndoom. Oh no. Swinub. Oh no. Oh wow. Perfectly cold. Well, here's what I have to say. The first 7 packs were from one box, and then the last 3 packs were from another box. So they overlapped in coldness. So that was really bad. And but that's why we have these lovely pity pulls from Mr. Nogala. So let's go ahead and get you a few, huh? So we would expect 2 hits in a round of 10 packs. Let's see what we can get you in 2 hits. Here's a Blaziken VMAX and Rattata. We'll get you one more. Frogadier. All right, you did just fine. Perfectly fine. How about that? Thank you to Nogala for that generous donation. This goes to Christopher Michael. Christopher Michael with a C, right? Where am I going to find Christopher Michael's bag? He says, I have a bag. Okay, cool. Brock Smith. Let's look for Jose. Chris T. I don't know why his bag would be in the back of this. I'm sure it wouldn't. So, of course, it's not there. We'll check over here now. You're in the front. You can't be in the front. Here it is, Christopher Michael. So nice. I'm in the front, mister. Mister. All right, very cool. And now we're ready to refresh. Hey, we're getting closer to the end. Look at that. We're at the 3-hour mark. How nice. Caitlin has IBS. Mister, did you see Target's getting Kanto power boxes this month? Really? Man, where are they coming from? Man, I'm going to have to go get some of those. They're reprinting XY Evos. I wonder how much XY Evos are truly out there. I guess we'll really know at some point. So, after Christopher Michael, we have Jeremy Connell. Let me make sure this is right. Yes, Jeremy Connell says, give me 2 more darkness. I got to get a full art. I have a bag. All right, Jeremy Connell. I will send feet pics for XY Evos. Mister. Sneep. I want to send so many of my cards to PSA, but I can't. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Here's Diglett Pincurchin. And Panpour. Look at that Panpour. But, sir. I know. But, sir. Jeremy Connell. There's a lot of XY Evos on the market. 10K Zards already sent to PSA. I know. So many of them. So, Jeremy Connell, no luck there. Go ahead and grab your baggie. Surprised people haven't recommended Tums. You need some Tums. Louis Rodriguez, you have a pending order, Mr. Lewis. That is pending. Sorry, Lewis, I can't open those until it's no longer pending. And this is for a 10 Vivid. All right. So I can't open them until it's not pending, all right? I'm sure it'll go through. We'll just go ahead and hang this up real fast. I hope it goes through. I want to open up these Vivid for you. Always pending. Shake my head. I know. There we go. Next up, we have Adam Moondorf, who says, I want the Moltres. Give me the Moltres. 3 matchless fighters. All right, 3 matchless fighters to Adam Moondorf. 7-Up and cracks help my stomach. You're eating cracks? Like what, butt cracks? Nom, 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 nom. Ooh. Ooh, I think I'm feeling better already. I got a little whisker biscuit there, though. You ready? What do we got? That's cold. Adam is pending too? No, it's not. Adam is not pending. We've got Blaziken and oh, that's cold as well. So that would mean that the very last pack in the box is the hit. This almost never happens, guys, so I think this might have to be my booster pack. Mr. Adam Moondorf, let me put you up here. Sorry, Adam, that was not it. You should have bought 4, man. Then you could have tested this one. So let's see. Let's see what's in here. I don't know what you're refuting to. Oh, and it is. All right, well, I tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to save this because if we can't find Mr. Jose Sanchez's bag, I'm going to have to put some replacement cards together for him. So I'm going to save that. And we might be giving that to Mr. Jose Sanchez, whose bag appears to be missing. But we're going to have to do a deep search for his bag first. That was it. He says, you're a savage, mister. Well, Mr. Trey Booker's store says, could I get my cards live shipped? I have a bag and a copper. Well, you know what? I don't think anyone else ordered after Adam Moondorf. If you look at the list, you'll see that the last person to order was Mr. Trey Booker, okay? So essentially in that box, we had a known snipe, And I was wanting to test it anyways, because I've seen this scenario show up very rarely, where the very last pack has not been has not shown off a, you know, the last couple packs have not shown off any kind of secret rare. And Mr. That was searching. We'll give it to Mr. Jose Sanchez. He says, could I get my cards live shipped? Trey Booker says, a bag in Caparaja PSA 10 slab. Let's go grab it, Mr. Trey Booker. That's searching, mister. Let's grab the Caparaja. Is it on the floor over here? It was very tempting. You guys were so close to opening it, but it turned into one last pack. And I said, I'm going to open that last pack, and I bet it's going to be a hit. Trey Booker. CGC 9.5. No! What an insult, mister. I'm crying in my sleep. Let me go ahead and print this label. I tip my fedora to you, Mr. Pokey Lord. You're not wearing a trilby? Mom! I'll be back, guys. All right, let's see. Trey Booker. Tim, Dan, Connor, R. Marquez, Tay, CS Men, Kano, Alexander, Francis, Steven, Jackson. Okay, toss this over here. Trey Booker. Sweet. I got your card, mister. Caparaja 10. Does your wife know you have that? Do your parents know? All right, be careful when opening this, okay? Mr. Trey Booker, you are live shipped. Sweet. Invest in tinfoils to the moon. All right, let's go ahead and refresh. Mr. Text me when my order is done pending. I don't know. Oh, I could probably actually tell you by sending you a PayPal email. So, that does appear to be the last order of the night, was Trey Booker. I don't see any more orders after the refresh. So I'm going to go ahead and call no more orders and begin the giveaway. Let's see. Here it goes. Mr. Trey Booker. We're going to jump over to the giveaway channel. Here it is. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the number generator. All right, here we are. Are you guys ready? Here's the winning number. 58. Ending 30 minutes early. What are you talking about? We go for 3 hours. 58 is the winning number. Mr. Jerkon, you're a little too slow there, so you're not going to be able to get in there. Same with you, Mr. Day. Nobody guessed 58. 57, 56, 55. Toro Teal guessed 55. Let's jump and make sure he didn't edit. He did not. So, Mr. Toro Teal. Wow, I feel like you've won twice, man. Let's see what you get. Come on, Hot Pack. Woo! No, I'm afraid it's going to be a round, a hollow, and a cute-looking Lapras this time. He says, second time this week. Toro Teal, you're too good. All right, let me toss this in here. Mr. Toro Teal. You can keep these again. Mister! If you opened a store, would you sell other stuff besides trading cards? Yes, I would sell pictures of Quip's feet, probably. Good night, everyone. I hope Jose's bag is found. All bags can't matter until Jose's bags matter. That's true. We need to find Jose's bag because he had some nice pulls in it, and I'm going to go search for it right after I hit the off button here, once I end live stream button. Okay, so it was another fun stream. I'm sorry for plucking this out of the box. There was one pack left, and to be honest, I wasn't even sure if I thought maybe we had already pulled the hot card and it was going to be cold, but I thought, wouldn't it be crazy if this last pack was actually a hit? And I won't keep it for myself. This will go to Jose Sanchez if we can't locate his bag, so I will not keep that. I tell you what, if we do locate Jose Sanchez's bag, I'll begin a giveaway for that Articuno. You know, you guys had a chance to wipe that box out. I think the last order was for 3 packs, even though there were 4 packs left. So sometimes I think you guys go, I don't need to buy all 4 packs. I'll just buy 3 of them, and that will give me the odds I need to open it. But the funny thing is, and this is probably the fun for me as a card opener, funny thing is, sometimes the outcome you don't expect does occur. So the very last pack in the box was the pack. How bizarre. So that's always fun. But I promise I'll either give it to Jose Sanchez or I'll give it away. I won't be keeping it for myself. Okay, guys? So I want to thank you all for watching, and we will be back on... Will we be back on tomorrow night? I move in 3 days, but technically it's getting closer to like 2 days, basically. Stay tuned. I will keep you guys updated in the live stream. I ordered before I knew there were 4. Oh, no. Adam, here. Here, Adam. Let's get you 1 pity pull. I'm doing this just for our friend Adam, okay? Adam's having a bad night. We're going to just grab something randomly out of, like, the middle. Okay, there you go. You got the birds. You can't say I didn't do nothing for you. Have a nice night, Mr. Adam. All right. I'll see you guys later, and I'll let you guys know in Discord if we're going live tomorrow, okay? See you guys.